Giving glory to the Lord, He reigns. Giving glory to the Lord, He reigns. He reigns, oh yes, He reigns. Giving glory to the Lord, He reigns. I hope my sound is on. Giving glory to the Lord, He reigns. Giving glory to the Lord, He reigns. Oh, somebody is here. Please tell me if you can hear me. I don't know whether I'm having problem with sound. Can you just do a thumb up if you can hear me? Precious English quiz, welcome. Musisi, welcome. Can you hear me, please? Can you tell me if you can hear me? Yes, I can hear you. Okay, thank you very much. That's great. That's good. Thank you. Welcome to you and Musisi. Yeah, I didn't plan to have a live stream, but I decided now that I'll have live stream every Sunday now, even if it's for an hour. I'll just, yeah. Look at you know, last week I said, I know you're not a YouTuber. I was saying to myself, I put it in my community on both channels. I'm doing a live stream today. And I said, I had you in mind. I said, oh, is not a YouTuber. She may not see my community, but here she is. Here she is. And Musisi is here as well. So our Musisi, our Ugandan Musisi is here as well. Sheikh Mukbo, welcome to welcome Anita. Welcome everyone for coming. Happy New Month. It's going to be a lovely month for each and every one of us. We thank God that who made it possible for us to see the 5th month of this year, 2023. Yes, we thank God. Okay, sorry, I was just looking at something. Yeah, so we thank God for another new month. And I know that there's only a few of us here, but I would like us to pray, to pray into this new month before we start. And obviously the prayer will, others who are coming in, it will all cover everyone. I appreciate the super, that's okay. That's okay. Precious English quiz, you're very welcome. Thank you. Surprised the queen is here. Yes, she is. She's my great supporter. She's here, and I'm glad you're here too, Musisi. Because AA would have been very unhappy if you are not here today. So I'm glad that you're here as well. Great. So let's just have a quick prayer to thank God for this new month before we start. Lord God, the creator of all things, we thank you for this new month that you have given us, a month in which we are starting afresh. Thank you that you have the ability and the desire to wipe away our slate clean. Thank you that forgiveness is there for us and that you are God of restoration and new beginnings. Your word says that anyone who belongs to Christ is a new person. The past is forgotten and the present and everything is new again. And that is in 2 Corinthians 5 verse 17. The past is gone and everything is made new again. That does not just mean that we become new when we initially come to Christ and surrender our lives to Him. It means that we can have new beginning every day. It means that even if we have failed in many ways, yesterday, earlier on today, last year, last month, that there's always a new beginning. So for each and every one of us here and your family members and those who are going to join us, there is a new beginning. Whatever mistake you have made in the past, whatever mistake you made yesterday, Whatever mistake you made this morning, whatever mistake you made an hour or half an hour ago, there is a new beginning. And that is my message today. There is a new beginning. Stop beating yourself so hard about the past, because what has just happened an hour ago, you cannot get it back. That's the reality of life. It's a case of making amends and moving on. And that's what I want us all to do this special month of May. May everything that you are looking for start looking for you in this month of May, provided those things are in the will of God. So I thank you all for being here today as we praise and worship God for this new month and have a few chats about life. May God be with us as we talk, and may God be with others who are going to join us later and others who are going to replay this live stream later. May everyone benefit from this prayer and from all we're going to discuss today in Jesus' name. Amen. Right, so we have a hard time of prayer, and somebody came in when we are praying. Zberries came in while we are praying, and my spicy lady, she has lightened up my day. My dear Spicy, I'm very sorry. I was going to, anyway, later on after this live stream, we'll talk. I'm so glad to see you. Yes, and AA will be so glad to see you as well. Yes, so I'm glad that I decided to do a live stream today, because at least that meant that people will see you, because we have not been seeing you, but it is well. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, each and every one of you, for coming. I really appreciate you, and I do not take your support for granted. Abracadabra. Yes, Ziber is mother of boys. When I see her and her sons, it reminds me of mine when they were younger. You know, boys are more boisterous than when you have girls. I think when I was raising my boys up, they made me to be tomboy myself. You know, when you see me and them that time running around, you wouldn't know. They wear trousers, I wear my trouser, and we'll be running around and doing boys things. Yeah. How is afternoon? Because there is Uganda is evening. Oh, okay. Yeah, in Uganda it's evening now. Yes. Hey, what did you do yesterday? You know, yesterday was the coronation of our king, King Charles III. That was yesterday. And because they've given us extra day tomorrow, here in the UK, we are not going to work tomorrow. So I said to myself, yes, since they've given us day off on Monday, let me just relax. Yesterday, I just put my feet up, having my cuppa. Yeah, by the way, let me my cuppa. You know, we in the UK and cup of tea, we are 5 and 6. I have a video coming up tomorrow where I talk about some of the things that they say here that people who are coming now have to be prepared to get used to. That video is coming up tomorrow on this health and fit. Is it? No, it's not tomorrow. It's coming up on Tuesday on Ifechi Family Channel. Some of the things they say that you might be like, what does that mean? And one of them is copper. So I'm having my cup of tea, and I hope you're having your cuppa where you are. Cheers. So that's what we have here. And Nigerians here, I don't know about Musisi in Uganda. Do you say that? Because when you hear Nigerians talk about tea, but one of them was saying, oh, my son, and the son is only a baby, maybe a toddler, and my son only likes tea. My son don't like anything else. He always wants to drink tea. I'm like, oh my God, I hope. And then in my head, I suddenly remembered that they are in Nigeria and they call tea, like Ovaltine, they call it tea. So when she said that her son, and I'm like, this toddler should not be taking tea because of the caffeine. Even if it's decaffeinated one, they shouldn't be taking tea. But then I realized that, yeah, it's a Nigerian talking from Nigeria, that what they meant is tea as in Bonvita, Ovaltine, Nesquik, all those things. That's what they call tea. But here, those things are not called tea. It's either chocolate, beverage, and all sorts, but they're not tea. Tea is tea for an English person. I have been eating pieces of chicken, but the jollof rice is not done yet. It's not done yet, and it's after 3. Yeah, so it's going to be dinner then, no more lunch. However much is young, I can have a ticket now to UK. Yeah, so Musisi, the day we've invited you, you have an open invitation now to come to UK while we are waiting for your own invitation to Uganda. And you already know when I'll come to Uganda. And myself and Daddy, we are ready. Anytime you tell us, you'll see us enter the next available flight to Uganda. So, but for you, as for UK, anytime you're ready, you're very welcome. I'm sure myself and AA will be able to take care of you while you are in the UK. So your UK is waiting for you. Yes, exactly. AA, UK is waiting for him. So my spicy, are you laughing? Are you laughing at my cup of tea? Or which one are you laughing at? Dimma and Chuku, Dimma, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Thank you for coming. It's just a fun Sunday chat that we are having today. We have prayed and a prayer of new month. I'm missing Queen. No, I'm not. I thought it's only me. Thank you. Do you know, I kept calling him Prince Charles. Prince Charles. My husband would be like, who is Prince Charles? It's now King Charles. I'm like, I can't get the hang of it. Thank you. I thought it's only me. I just can't get the hang of it. I know I did 1 minute video on my channel yesterday about it, just getting the main things where Prince Williams were helping to dress him and where the crown was put on his head and everything. And it doesn't seem right. Honestly, we're just used to the Queen. Mind you, Queen was on the throne for 70 years. It's a very long time. So, God bless our Queen. And the same, God bless our King. I'm like, you're getting it wrong. It's the other way around. But I think with time, we'll get used to, yeah, it's King Charles now. I know. I'm just like, I just can't get get used to it. But with time, we'll get used to it. I miss our Queen. When I say I miss our Queen, my husband will be like, what does the Queen do for you apart from waving? That's her job, waving her hand. Some people are just born with silver spoon in their mouth. All that Queen did was, going on some visits, waving hands. There's a style. There's a way she waves her hand. She doesn't wave anyhow. And she will always wear gloves, even in the middle of summer. Wears her white gloves and she'll be waving like that. And I think even the grandchildren, Prince William's grandchildren, I think they teach them this waving because they are also beginning to wave in a particular way. There's a particular way the royalties wave. What are you saying? You need 5 years to adjust to the king. Yes, so Musisi. I'm telling you, we need a long time to adjust. I am May 25th. Okay, mean your birthday. Oh, really? 25th. You have to do a video that day so we can come and support you and wish you happy birthday. 25th of May. Yesterday was my most senior sister's birthday was yesterday, 6th of May. Yeah, so your own is 25th of May. And my other senior sister as well, her own is the 11th of May. So I have 2 sisters born in May. Yeah. You are too close to mine. Okay. Where's your what's your own date? I'll do a live stream on your behalf. I'll tell them that's a great supporter. She's not a YouTuber. But it's her birthday today. Let's celebrate her. What date is yours, Yeah. What month or date? Yeah, I think what she's saying that she's May as well. It's just to know the actual date. Is because she was empowering women over the world. That's why you say our Queen. Because of the empowerment. I don't know about the empowerment. What did Queen do to empower us? Oh, 28, just 3 days apart. 25th and then 28th. Right. Okay. Musisi, what did the Queen do to empower us? she was a queen indeed. She was so, I loved her. I loved her, and I would have loved it. Yesterday took me back to 1990. It must be 1997 because we left Edinburgh in 1998, and by then Princess Diana already passed. So Princess Diana must have passed in 1997 because we left Edinburgh. I remember we were in Scotland, and I was on duty. I was on night duty. Early in the morning, we just put the no, when we settled the patients, when I was still working as bedside nurse at the time because my children were young. So when my children were young, that's why they didn't go to childminder. I did 2 nights a week. So I remember Princess Diana's passing very well. So it must be 1997. We left Edinburgh towards the end of 1998. Yeah, it must be. Anyway, 1997. Yes, I'm sure that was, we're still in Edinburgh then. I don't mind, even though she's not my relative, but it's still in my mind. And we finished, sorting the patients out, just sitting down, put the telly on, because that's what we do here. Here, you don't sleep on duty, not back home where people will be sleeping and their relatives will be the ones looking after their sick people. Before I continue with Diana said this, let me tell you this. Now I remembered. But before then, hey, there's a big, massive YouTuber in my house today, V's Kitchen. Wow. Yeah, you said that she passed in 1997. Please welcome V's Kitchen to the house. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. I know people will say, oh, I'm not a big YouTuber. We are all here. But, when you have people, yeah. Thank you so much. If you're not connected with V's Kitchen, even though she's got huge subscribers, still connect with her. I really appreciate your presence here today. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you everyone for being here. So, yes, before I will still hold on to Diana's story, and I'll tell you how I missed her yesterday. When I saw the other one beside Prince Charles, let me stop it there. I don't want to say anything. I don't know who is listening, but anyway. So, what made me to actually start nursing, to go into nursing in the first place, was when my immediate junior sister was very unwell. Well, unwell as in she had appendicitis and she had an operation. Then the next morning I came to visit her in hospital in Nigeria. Let me see what the Moses say if I continue. Let me give you a hint about the empowerment. I have never given anything, but when I'm in the chat, she feels comfortable, like a vacation. Oh, Moses, that's the same thing that the Queen did. Hey, you see how important you are? You see how important you are in this place? You see what Moses said? That's why she thought that the Queen gave empowerment to women. Oh God. Oh, Musisi and Bikon coming. My birthday is okay. You have read that one. In Uganda, starting from 45 years and above, at this time, 5 p.m. till 8 p.m., people are enjoying tea. Really, the real tea, not the Nigerian tea. Not when people in Nigeria are having chocolate, having Milo, having Nido. They say that they're having tea. They're confusing me. So I missed that one. Empowering women. Okay, I've read that. I don't want to miss. Let me put myself together and celebrate it here with you all. After all, who else do I have if not you all? Yeah, let's do it as a double celebration. Probably. No, I'm going to do AA's one separate. AA, are you all for it? Your own will be done separate on the 28th. I'll just come on live, whether it's weekday or weekend. I don't care. I'll come on live to celebrate you. Yeah, we'll do Spicy's one differently, and we'll do yours. Yeah, we'll come on live and celebrate you. AA, you're a great supporter, even though you're not a YouTuber. Okay, I've read that one. V's Kitchen, I've welcomed you, my dear. Thank you. And what else have I missed? I am not. Oh, you won't be here. Where will you be? Are you traveling? They don't drink Nido. Who don't drink Nido? You mean here? They don't drink Nido. Okay, no, you're not. Do adults drink Nido? Of course, I think they do. Nido is milk now. Is it Milo or Nido? Which one is Nido? Nido is milk. So they use it in their either in their pap or in their custard or in their what they call tea. Yeah, adults drink Nido. Nido is like milk, it's like dry milk. Correct me if I'm wrong. Hot water mixed with leaves from the bush. Really? Milo or Bonvita and milk, Nigeria is tea. Yes. It baffles me when they say that they're giving their children tea. It worried me. I'm like, you don't give children tea. I remember that their tea is not what I thought Nido was for baby. Correct me, who are Nigerians here? Dimma, Nido is like dry milk. Am I right? As far as you don't try it, I am too shy. I don't know. Will bring you out like yeah, so a day out somewhere. Okay, a day out somewhere. So you don't want me to celebrate you on YouTube. You don't want to be here. Okay. No wahala. Celebrate it with your friends and family outside here. That's fine as well. But we'll be thinking about you that day. You're not shy at all. I haven't seen you, but you're not shy at all. Okay. Yes, so let me go back to what I was saying before I want to read the chat. I think I should be reading the chat with my phone. It might be easier for me than that way I can get the charts easily. So I went to see my sister in the hospital when she had her appendix done. I went in the next day after the surgery, or even the day in the evening. And you know, those days, it's not like now when people recover from some of these surgeries quite quick. So when I went in to visit her, she was in pain, she was in tears. And we're not talking about all these those days, all this now, if you go to Enugu in particular, there's millions of hospitals. We're talking about UNTH Enugu. We're not talking about, because some of these hospitals are not there. When you come to Enugu, UNTH, there's orthopedic, there's psychiatric hospital, all those hospitals. Then you go to Anambra, you just see few hospitals, including where I trained, Iyeno Hospital, Ogidi. So you don't have all these hospitals now. Anybody that think that they've gone to medical school and out, and they will have stethoscope on their necks, they will start opening hospitals and doing things. I'm not talking about that kind of hospital. It was a good UNTH hospital. And she was crying because she wanted to pass urine and nobody is attending to her. I quickly went and got something for her to pass urine and attended to her, cleaned her up and everything, while the nurses were there. And I'm like, what is your job? Why are you there? And your patient, was there crying. From that day, I can't even remember how old I was because we are quite young at the time. I think I was in secondary school. I made up my mind that day that I'm going to be a nurse. When I finish school, I'm going to be a nurse and I'm going to be a better one. That was what formed my decision to enter nursing. Okay, let me see if I've missed anything. I'll find a way to celebrate 28th May in a shy way to satisfy the birthday girl born on this day. Yes, Musisi, we will find it. I'll support you there. We'll find a way to celebrate her. Yeah, so that's how I decided at that young age, when I eventually finish school, I'm going to be a nurse and I'm going to be a better one. I'm going to look after people properly. And that was it. So when I finished secondary school, I chose to become a nurse, albeit that now I no longer work as a bedside nurse. That reason why I entered into nursing, which was to look after people. I achieved it for many years though, because having done my nursing and midwifery back home, I came into the UK. I practiced bedside nursing from the mid 80s when I entered. After 2 years, I started working as a nurse, and I did that until 2003. 2003, when I branched out of bedside nursing and doing what I'm doing now as a specialist practitioner. So I did my bit, helping people, and I was so pleased. I love my job. So if you want to be in a profession, what is the motive? These days, I think people are getting into nursing, especially here in abroad, America as well, because of the money. People will come, even if they're not nurses, they change to become a nurse because of the money. Some of them will still do it and look after people. Some of them will not even care so much because they're interested in the money. We have to love what we do and not just about the money. So, talking about Princess Diana, so that fateful day in 1997, we are just on night duty, settled the patient down, sat down to watch television, and this news just flashed. We are sorry to announce that Diana, the Princess of Wales, is dead. We are like, that can be a joke. We can't joke with somebody, something like this. So we just glued. In fact, our patients may have suffered that night, but no, we looked after our patient at the same time. But a lot of people here who are nurses are always complaining of overwork and overtired. Yes, I tell you why. AA. If it's just for them to do their basic work, just do their, maybe if they are doing Monday to Friday, or they're doing shift work 5 days a week, and have their, because nobody works 7 days employment. No. If they will do their normal shifts, 37 and a half hours a week, or 40 hours, some people say 40 hours, but as far as I know, the full hour of work in the UK is 37 and a half hours. I think you do 40 hours, but the pay is 37 and a half hours because they take away 30 minutes lunch break. So they're saying that they're tired and overworked because some of them, or majority of them, because I have a lot of friends who are nurses. Obviously, I'm still a nurse, albeit I'm not working in that fashion, but I'm still a nurse. They work overtime. They do what they call bank or agency because that gives them a lot of money. Yeah. So that's why they are telling you that they're overtired. If they do their normal work, just looking after the patients, especially now that they have all the equipment. In those days, when I was a bedside nurse, we did not have all this hoist. Yes, they have a commode. They have that at the time. But hoist, so many things that they've because I went to visit somebody in hospital recently, so I could see. I'm like, wow, all these machines that does the temperature, does their blood pressure. We did them all manually. We use the thermometer to put under people's arm and check their temperature. Now they have something they just place on your forehead or put under your tongue, and within a second that will tell them. So it has moved on. So they're overtired because they're doing extras because of the money. And when they do it as a bank staff or as an agency, as an agency staff, loads of money. So they are overtired because most of them, if not all of them, that are saying that they're tired, inquire from them properly, you see that they still do over and above because of the money. It was a shocking news then. Yeah, you remember that, Spicy? Yeah. As I said, that night, we were like, whoa. I came back in the morning. My husband obviously was still sleeping. He didn't even know, hear the news. I told him, he said, there's a statement he made immediately. I can't remember exactly what he said. It was so sad and so painful. And a lot of people had things to say regarding the circumstances surrounding it. Yeah. Just similar to what was happening to their Yule now. But anyway, so I don't want to go into that. But a lot of people had a lot of things to say about that, the reason why it happened, and she shouldn't have been where she was when that thing happened, and so on and so forth. But the long and short story was that she passed in a very tragic way, and it was very painful. And Prince William and Harry were very young. Each time they still have, sometimes they play the funeral, and you see two of them walking beside their dad, and in their faces it'll be like, what's actually going on? Especially Harry was just quite young in their black suit, I know I'm watching them. It always brings tears to my eyes, because sometimes the 12 and 15 years, you see, that we are quite young. You see them walking beside their dad, a bit confused. What is going on? Who is in that coffin? So it was yeah, it shook the whole of UK. And even Queen's passing wasn't like hers. People loved her. I loved her so much. She was my age mate, actually. Yeah, she was born the same year that I was born, but she married much. I think she married when, or she had William, when she was only 20, I think. Yeah. So I loved Diana so much. Very shy and all the rest of it. But anyway, so I was just imagining yesterday how she would have looked, being there as the queen, or the queen consort. I don't know what they mean by queen consort. My husband tried to explain that to me. He said, why can't they just say queen? He explained the reason why it had to be queen consort. I was just imagining how she would have looked. Very pretty and everything. But that is what life is all about. Yeah, they were very young boys. That's right, 12 and 15. Yeah. So that is life. That's why we just have to look after ourselves, look after our lives, look after, anyone. That mama is not my exactly, my dear. That's why I don't want to say much here, because if I open my mouth, you people will say, Mama, if I don't know you can talk about somebody like this. I just want to hold it. Let me not say anything. That one. Anyway, let's leave it. Yes, exactly. Eh? For what now? And that one was just left going around like a headless chicken, and then in the process, she passed. It was so sad. It was such a sad loss for UK in the 90s. Okay, yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. So, anyway, that's that. So, yesterday, I sat there. No, wasn't like me, just sat there, because sometimes I don't even have much time for television. I sat there watching most of what happened yesterday. That's why when he came to that place where he was crowned, where William was helping to dress him, I just took a 1 minute video and posted it on my channel just for remembrance. I love that bit, because another royal that I like so much is Prince Harry. After Prince Harry, then William. Yes, I love Prince Harry so much. I don't know why, but I just love him. And yeah, so it was good to watch Prince William helping to, put the dressing properly for his on his dad yesterday. So I captured that moment, and where they were putting that crown on his head, and there's so many other little things done. I don't know who else watched it, because it came to a time where they have to bring like a door, makeshift doors, and they surrounded him with those doors out of all our sides, so that we don't know what was going on. I'm like, if the Archbishop of Canterbury was not there, I would have said, are they doing fetish thing there? What is going on there that they blocked everybody's sight? Everybody. He was just there with a few people for a few minutes. I'm like, I was trying to stretch to see if I can look into it. I'm just joking. Yeah, wondered what was going on there. Just to tell you that I watched everything. And after a few minutes or so, they removed all the doors again. So what we figured out was, he had so many things, so many regalias and everything. I think was trying to remove some of them or so. Obviously, our king will not be undressing in front of everyone. I think that's what happened when they blocked. I don't know how many people that watched that. I didn't watch it. It was about 6 hours. Then I didn't watch up to that. I just watched from where he was coming in, and where that one called Camilla was coming in. I just fast forwarded, and because I don't want to upset myself. Yeah, let me see what Ziberi said. Camilla was like Judy back then. God forgive. But it's true, my dear. It's true. Yesterday, I fast forwarded when she was coming in. I'm like, who are you actually? Yeah, I fast forwarded. Just want to see those I want to see. Those ropes must be yes, they must be very heavy, because when they were, even though when they were handling them, you think, oh my goodness, that must be quite heavy. Yeah, me too. And Harry farm. Yes, I just love Harry. I just love Harry. Each time I see him and the way he behaves, I just laugh. He's just a typical boy. Yeah, I love Harry. And I just wish they would just leave him and Meghan alone to get on with their lives. Yes, the group must be very heavy. Yes, that's right. Yeah, so that's what happened yesterday. Most of the days was like, and then tomorrow, being Monday, they've given us day off to rest. So why not? So when I knew we have Monday to rest, I left all my Saturday things. What I would have done, not that I have more, not that I do much on Saturdays, but I said, okay, whatever I need to do, I can do it on Monday. Since we are giving Monday to put our feet up and have more copper. Cheers, everyone. We'll have more copper tomorrow with our feet up. Harry is the true son of his mother. Yes. The coronation concert is tonight. I don't think I'll bother about that one. But maybe I'll see what they are doing. But I saw what I want to see yesterday, and that was it. But the concert must be good. Must be good. I may have to watch that. Musisi, are you coming for the coronation? Musisi, are you coming tonight for the coronation concert? AA is asking you in Windsor. Yeah, it'd be nice to see you there. And if you're coming, Musisi, then I'll get ready, and myself and AA will make an effort to be there to welcome you. Lemon juice, if you can take it. Oh, you're about to ask for the ladder. Who was about to ask for the ladder? Oh, me. Yes, when I was trying to ask for the ladder to look into what they were doing. Yes, Mrs. I was about to ask for the ladder so I can see what they were doing inside that they didn't want us to see. Yeah. So anyway, yesterday was good. It just brought back, obviously, most of us. In fact, if I don't know, then none of you knew when Queen was crying. Even my husband even don't. And he's 7 years old. He wasn't even born. Was he born? No, he wasn't even born then. So you can imagine the Queen reigned for a long time. She was the longest reigning monarch. None of them, she reigned for a very long time. 70 years, man. No. It was something else. I even thought she was going to live like her mother, because the Queen mother passed at 100 or 101. I can't remember. I thought she was going to hit 100 herself, because let's face it, what do? They don't do anything for themselves. People do things for them. They are just, everything came, to them in platter of gold. 102. So I thought she was going to live like her mother, up to the age of her mom, but she didn't. But yeah, but at least her passing meant that Charles had a chance, because looking at Charles yesterday, 74, I'm like, wow, if a Queen mother had lived another 10 years, what would he be looking like? And but at least he's got a chance to rule for as long as God will allow him to. Okay, weekend. I think that's Baba weekend her. Baba Philip. Yes, I think so. The passing of her husband, yeah, definitely. We are saying that now that her husband's gone, that she may not last that long. Yeah, I think that weekend, if he was still alive, probably she may still be alive today. Yeah. What did I miss? Was on call. What did you miss? No, you didn't miss much. What we are just saying is still what we are talking about. The royal family. The fact that Prince Harry is our favorite. I just love him so much. I love William as well, but not as much as I love Harry. Don't ask me why. Just when you look at him, I just love him. And yeah, so you haven't missed much. We're just talking about the royal family and that other woman. How I fast forwarded yesterday when she was coming, because that wasn't my purpose for putting on the telly yesterday. I don't want anything that will upset me. But yeah, the whole event was so well attended, and the performance, there are this black group of singers 4 of them were men, and 4 ladies. They sang so well. I don't know anybody who saw them. They performed so well and sang really beautifully. I enjoyed that. And so many other little events surrounding the coronation. So I spent time yesterday to enjoy, and then with my kappa. Just to remind you about that kappa, don't forget, watch my video coming up on Tuesday. I talked about this and some of other things they say here. That it's just a fun video. I did it in the park where the children were shouting and making noise behind me. It's all part of the fall. Watch out for that video. It's coming up on Tuesday in my Ifechi family channel. Okay, did you notice how everything was on time? No, tell me about time. Let's even talk about time now, my people, especially those of you. Let's leave people in Nigeria for now. I'll come to Nigeria. People who are living in Nigeria. Let's even talk about people who are in diaspora. My people, thank you, AA, for reminding me about timing. Hey, do you know if those guards? Do you see them marching? Sometimes I say to my husband, assuming one of them needs something scratching their bum. My husband say, yes, it's the bum you talk about. What about other part of the body? I said, I don't know. But what if they needed to scratch their bum or something like that? Yeah, thumb up done. Thank you, Nkechi. I haven't told people about thumb up. I think my people know that they have to thumb up. So I didn't need to remind them. But thank you, Nkechi, for thumb up. We were just talking about the royal family yesterday. Nkechi lives in UK as well, so she will understand. Nkechi, I hope you watched with your kappa yesterday. Yeah, I hope you did that. Anyway, so we're talking about time here now. Those guys, the way they were marching, everything the same. Something they need to scratch certain part of their body. My husband said they can't afford to scratch anything, they just have to continue. Anyway, let's talk about African time. Thank you. Everything was on time. Everything. In fact, here, when it comes to something like that, if they're expected to be there by 7 a.m., by 6 a.m., all those guards and all those people you see there, they would have been there an hour before for such an event. In any other type of event, half an hour to the time, 15 minutes to the time, they are there waiting. You call them for an interview, half an hour to the time, 15 minutes to the time, they are there. Our people, even for an interview, some of them are running late. Who did this to us with time? In this UK, you think that when you come to a country, you try and learn some good things from there and drop the bad ones. And one of the good things I've learned in my so many years of living in the UK is time. Time is precious. You have to be on time. Let me see what African time can never change for Africans. Terrible though. It's so sad. It's so sad. Imagine soldier and enter. Exactly. What would they do? Even online event, people will come in late. You see, even online event. I remember when we have our village meeting here. My husband was the chairman for many years. Anywhere we are going to, doesn't matter how far, we are always there 15 minutes to the time. We'll be in the car. One day, the host saw us sitting in the car. He came down from his house to us in the car, and we're like, how do you know we're here? He said, we saw your car. And he said, this you people are this your British way of living. Even if you came 15 minutes early, why didn't you come in? He said, no. We came in and we came 15 minutes to the time. I want to sit in the car. And once it's 5 minutes to 3, 3 minutes to 3, because the meeting starts at 3 p.m. that time, we'll come and knock on the door. Then we will be there. Our meeting should have been from 3 till 6 p.m. We'll come in at 5 to 3. As I say, we've been in the car for 15 minutes. We'll enter the house, 5 minutes, 2 minutes to 3, or 3 o'clock at the dot. Some people will start coming at 4. Some people, and then they come casually. No excuse, no, I'm sorry, we are late. To them it's normal. They'll just come in and they'll dive into puff puff or into granite or into chin chin, whatever is the host kept on the table. They just dive into that as if it's normal. And my husband and my husband will be there looking at them. And they'll always say, oh, yeah, we know that some of them will say to us, and Dr. Ezrima and the wife, we know you are always on time. Please, that party that we are arranging, we have put 5 p.m., but actually it won't start until 7 because they know that if they put 5 p.m., we'll be there by 5 and then we'll be sitting until 7 when they decide to start coming. And sometimes by that 7, we have sat there for 2 hours, people did not come. When they are coming, that's when we are going because it just doesn't make sense. Yes, casually, my dear. And you wonder, why are people like this? No apologies, as if it's normal. Meeting should start at 3 p.m. You should be there by at least 10 minutes to 3 or on the dot of 3. Let's get on with it and go home. Time is precious everywhere. But no, our people will come here, they will leave Nigeria or whatever country we are from, they will come into foreign land and they will still be behaving the same way. But some of them, when it comes to their job, because they know that their managers will not take nonsense from them, they will try as much as possible to be on time, but most of the time, they still run late. I know some of our people, they've known them as for time, not keeping to time, and their managers are having issues with them because I don't know whether it's in our blood to be coming late to things with no apologies, as if it's normal. And they talk about African time and they will laugh about it. It's not funny. We should change. When we come to a foreign land, we pick something good from there. And yeah, let me see who else at the moment. I mean, UK, African time may keep sounding in my head. Yes, you are in the UK now. Uganda, sorry, Musisi, you are in the UK now. So African time shouldn't be there. We don't want African time here. We want the actual time. Happy Sunday, one, your man Kechi. Okay. Oh, my sister is here. That's my sister, my immediate senior sister. Always on time. Something you got from dad. Yes, this is my sister talking. I even forgot. Thank you, sis, for reminding me. But I know our dad retired as a chief inspector of police, so he was in the force for many years. So our dad and time are 5 and 6. Maybe that's where I got it from. Yes, anything to do with time. If you want me to come at 3:30, don't tell me that the thing is 3:30. If you don't want me to come at 3:30 or both of us, because we're going to be there. You know, whether it's a meeting or just visiting somebody or anything like that, we will come at that time because we don't know why you told us to come at 3. Maybe you just want us to come at 3 because you are going to be doing something from 3:30 or from 4. You know, so we put all this into consideration. Yes, sis, that's right. Our dad, policeman now. His time, very, very conscious with time. So yes, I must have picked that from there. Yes. We'll miss things, trains, buses, etc. Don't do African time. Oh, yeah, so yeah, no African time. Even with their trains here, and in Kechi, with their train time, that's why you can go anywhere with train or with tube, no worries, because if the train is going to arrive at 3, remember that videos I did when I showed you when we are going to the Shard, the train that we took, it says 12:28. By 12:27, the train was there and it was going to near to 12:28. All you will just hear is the door bang and they are off. There's nothing, even if it's one person, remember that day, there's only about a handful of us in the train. There's nothing like the train is not full yet. We are waiting for passengers. Oshodio, Abule Osho, this and that, it's not full yet. We're not going anywhere. Even if it's one person, even if there's nobody in that train, in that station, once it's 12:30, whatever time they're supposed to move, they'll move. They'll go to the next stop. If there's nobody there, they will move. Hey, you're laughing. Yes, now they wait for let's get more passengers. So Guinea one something like that. I'm talking about Lagos because that's where I hear them talk about this. Oshodio. Do anybody remember Molwe? That was many years ago before I left Nigeria. You enter my expensive. You enter Molwe, those days. I tried Molwe with my sister, my younger sister that I was talking about that lived in Lagos. She was saying that when she came to Lagos newly those days, she will enter, they will go around. That was when Nigeria was Nigeria. They will go around to collect money, and it was about 10 kobo. It was in coins. It was 10 kobo. They will go around. Whatever they will talk the way they will say it. You know what I mean. They will say their language the way they will go around you. My sister said each time they come, she will put another 10 couple or 10 whatever. They'll come around again, and she'll put another one. And somebody was saying to her, but you have already paid before. She said, oh, I didn't know. I thought that each time they come, you have to put another one. Oh, good old days when Nigeria was Nigeria. At least things were so, and you don't have to fear, no, and you're not afraid of traveling or doing things. You're all laughing. Yes, Obalanle Oshodi, Oju Elegba. Yes, I remember those times. Thanks, spicy lady. Nice seeing you guys in the forum. Yes, okay, my sis is thanking you. Every day I'll be bouncing back home without boarding the train and the taxi. Where? In here. If you, that's another thing in this country. Sometimes you come, the barrier for the train is open. You jump into the train thinking that you're going to dodge paying the ticket. The next thing, maybe by the time you get to the next stop, the ticket people will come and go around with their machine. They'll come to you and say, ticket, please, ticket. And then you don't have your ticket. And there's no reason why you don't have your ticket. You're going to pay, I don't know how much, maybe 10 times. If the fare was, for example, £1.50, you're going to pay maybe £20 as fine because you did not pay. And there was a time I came out to the station. I was going for somewhere in London. And knowing me and timekeeping were 5 and 6. I didn't want to miss where I was going. It was an appointment. When I came out, there was no train, there was nobody. The office was closed and the machine was not working. I jumped, the train was just there, I jumped in. Then the ticket man came. I think maybe sometimes they look at you and they think maybe, 40, see how much you pay? Even if that journey is fiver, fiver again, here in UK, I'm going to put it in one of the things I'm going to say. When they say fiver, you're like, what is fiver? Fiver means £5. So even if it's fiver and you did not pay, you're going to pay 40. You see what I mean? It's gone up. Okay, I have not been entering. I only enter train like the day you saw us. Normally I don't go into London because I work from home, so I don't have any need to enter train often. But that day I jumped in. It's not all the time that the ticket people will come. Sometimes you go for 5 days, there's no ticket man to check anything, and some people get away with it. But conscience, how about conscience? Even if the ticket man don't come, how about your conscience? But that day they came. So they entered. Ticket please. They came to me. I said, well, when I got from my station, the office was closed and the ticket machine was not working. And they said, which station? I said, Crayford Station. I don't know how they knew. They checked and I was right. They said, okay then. So from Crayford to where you're going, they asked me where I was going. I told them Charing Cross. And they said, okay, from Crayford to Charing is also amount. And I paid because they knew I told them the truth. Assuming the train station, the ticket office was open, the machine was working, because the barrier was open, I decided to do mago and enter. I would have paid £40 against, from my place to Charing Cross straight might be about £7. I would have paid 40. For what now? So even if they didn't catch me, how about my conscience? People don't even, think about that. Okay. Let me see what I've missed. Spicy was laughing so much. I don't know why she was laughing. Spicy, thanks for reminding us of those areas. Yes, so Obalanle, Oshodi, oh wow. Which other one? Siemens, that time I'm saying Siemens. Actually, my Siemens, so name of a church. What is Siemens? Oh wow. Which one is Siemens? What? And I was asking them, what do you mean by Siemens? Siemens is like where you can Anglican church now. That's what they used to call us Siemens. But Siemens is somewhere in Lagos. Am I right? My Estelle lady is here. Estelle, you're welcome. We're just doing a general chat. We talked about the coronation yesterday, and we're just talking about timekeeping. Where you are in France. Is it France you are in? I think you're in France. Yeah, you're in Europe somewhere. I hope people will keep to time there. No Nigerian time. No African time. Thank you so much for coming, Estelle. Niger, no, they play. Oh. No, those your people are something else. Which people? Very good. Here in Brazil, they jump in and really and don't pay and they don't catch them. Hmm. And let me tell you about catching them again. I'll tell you what happened with somebody I know very well. Teenager, they do that a lot here. Here. And they don't catch them because here, if they catch you, because we sign agreement for Oyster card. Yes, Oyster card is so good. Or you can just do tap in. They call it tap in, tap out. So you have your money loaded in your Oyster. You just tap in. And those of us who don't have Oyster, because we don't travel a lot. Each time we want to travel to London, like day we went, we use our credit card. You just tap your credit card, the barrier will open, and they know where. And when you go to the other end, you have to tap out, because if you don't tap in and tap out, if you just tap in only and you didn't tap out, they won't know where you ended your journey. So they may get you bill like you didn't tap out anywhere. So where did you end that journey? So you must tap in and tap out either with your credit card or with your Oyster. Things are so organized here. Some people still, do whatever, and sometimes they get caught, sometimes they don't. But for conscience sake, you can have 30 teenagers in the bus, 20 ezioku. Wow. Some people don't have conscience. Honestly, a letter was addressed to us, not him, but he is 18 now, so he has more sense. He spent the money, that's why he got fined. Who are you talking about, AA? Yes, I'll tell you about that letter about people not paying and CMS. Yes, so it's a bus stop. See, I used to remember that CMS. Oh wow. Mommy, good afternoon. Okay, thank you so much, Esther. My Niger daughter, welcome. Ziberizia, I think I've welcomed everyone. No inspectors. Their teenagers are something that really. Hey, remember I have them next to us. They have claim. Calm down now. They are adults. Okay. Are you talking about your kids? They're teenagers. Okay. Happy. Oh, Nurse Julia SAG. Sorry. You entered the house. I hope I've not missed anybody else who entered, because today we're just doing a general chit chat, and we're going to sing. No, today is Sunday, 1st of May. We have already prayed. We prayed for everyone, those who were here from the beginning. We are part of that prayer. AA Musisi, my spicy lady, who else was there? Precious English Quiz. We prayed and thank God for the new month, and we prayed for people who are going to join us. So you are all covered in that prayer. Okay, happy Sunday. Oh, health and fitness A to Z. I've not been seeing anything from you. I hope you're okay. Nice to see you here. If my 16-year-old spend Oyster money than these teenage children, sometimes their own way of thinking is so different. Tell me about that. They have very good, affordable transport system here, but teenagers will always jump the waiting. UK is waiting for you. We will bring drums to airports. I'm telling you, even though we're moving from this area, but where we are is still driving distance to Heathrow. We'll be there and they'll be wondering who is coming. I say, wait until he comes out. Wait until he gets out of that plane. You see who is coming from Uganda. And then Musisi will come out like this. They'll be wondering, who? I say, him. If people don't understand, people might be looking at him like he's slim and like that. You don't know who Musisi is. Musisi, we are waiting. We are going to get red carpet as well. You didn't add red carpet. We're going to do that as well. Did you watch how Jamaica welcome Cora at the airport? I didn't want that. We're going to welcome Musisi in the best way you can think of. All Musisi needs now is to get ready and tell us when. Okay, yeah, Tara moving about with knife and hey, Ezioku. That's your Brazil, because be careful. We don't have that kind of issues here in the UK as such, like the GUN. No, sometimes what we hear about is the knife one, because for the GUN, it's not like America where my sister is, where anybody can just go and purchase. No, no, no. If you have it here, you have to be licensed, and any bullet you release must be accounted for. So that one, you don't hear about that one here, but it's the knife that you hear a lot here when people pass here in London, is the knife. The GUN, that one, we don't hear that a lot here. Okay. Punctuality is the order of the day. That's right. Deserves August welcome. Yes, sis. Musisi deserves August welcome. Yes, he does. He does. There are two mad women who really will end up with halls. The drums will end up with, you mean holes or halls? Yes, the way it will be beaten, it will be, yes, we end up with holes. I think that's what you meant to write, Musisi. Here too in France. Yeah, Estelle is in France. Oh, you mean that they also dodge transport thing here there? They do it a lot here as well. As I say, if they are caught, that's the thing. Majority of the time, they're not caught. Or they may be caught because the barrier might be open here. When they get to the other end, where they're going to get out, the barrier is not open. Then that's when they know what's up. They'll now catch them from that end. But sometimes, if it's open both ends, they just go. Then I have a family friend who was telling me not long ago that her child, actually, they met him in the ticket people, and they gave him, obviously, fine. They will give you, because you don't have the money there, you won't pay them there. They gave you a note or something to pay. He thinks that it's something he can just hide under his pillow and forget about it. Nobody will know about it. They kept writing letters to him. The fine at the time, it was, I don't think it was up to 40. I don't know what the fine was, but actually that 40 or 20 pounds fine, my people, by the time this child was hiding the letter they were sending him, thinking that it will go away, the fine went up to, listen to this, 320 pounds. Yes. From 40 or 20 pounds to 320 pounds. And you have to pay it or you'll be seen in court. That's the thing. So things like that, you don't even bother, doing that, because if you do it at all and they give you that fine, just pay it. Because yes, health and fitness A to Z. Yes, the fine will just keep increasing. Each time they write you a letter, that letter has money attached to it. The time they spent in writing that letter, the time they spent to go to the post office to post it to you, the time they spent to bring down to write that letter, the time they spent to pick up the pen, they don't write the pen, but the time they spent to type the letter out to you, they're all calculated. By the time you know it, after so many weeks of ignoring, it came to that. The only way the mom or the parents knew was that police also got involved. For what? For maybe 7 pounds train fare? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Okay, they don't pay good fines over there, really. No, they pay fines here. If they really catch you, it makes people sit up and do things right. That's right. Yeah, exactly. That place she is scares me, from what she says and from what she's been telling me as well behind the scenes. From what she tells me about life there, sometimes I'm worried about her, how she and her husband, how they are coping there, because from what she tells me, sometimes it's so scary how people will live there. They don't mess about here. No. Here they don't mess about. So if you are silly enough to dodge the fare, okay, then they give you the fine. Just pay it the next day or that day. Every day counts. They start adding money to it. So it's not even, they don't joke here at all. They don't joke. So the best thing is just, yes, Ziberi, that's a lot. Exactly. Yeah, it will just be increasing anyhow. They don't care. It will just be increasing. And then, yeah, you need to wear yourself here or at least another place in Europe. Yeah, so honestly, I just wish I had a way I can bring her over to the UK. That's her Brazil, Some of the things she said. Now, wow. Nurse Julia Ezeji, I've talked about nursing. I've talked about, when I was a bedside nurse and what made me to get into bedside nursing when my junior sister was unwell in Nigeria and the nurses did not look after her. They left her crying in pain until I came to visit. I was only a young teenager as well. And that was what made me to think I'm going to be a nurse and I'm going to be a good one. Yeah, so Nurse Julia, I'm sure you're a good nurse. I've seen you, you've taken us to your workplace as well. Thank you so much for coming. I avoid certain places in London due to, yes, that's why where we are in outskirts of London, Kent area, sometimes our door, not our main door, but our car door, sometimes we even forget that we did not lock it. In the morning, you come and bring your key to do pem pem, and you see that the car was actually open overnight. Sometimes our back garden would, some things like that, and nothing. We have lived in this address. No, I told you people, we are organizing it now for sale. We have lived here for 23 years in this particular address. And for 23 years, sometimes people come and visit us. My sister has been from America. Sis, watch out for my video coming up in on Tuesday, I think. I said something there that happened when you came to the UK. I won't tell you until you see the video. When you came to the UK from America, she was asking me, why are you people saying this? I said, that's what we say here. You have to get used to certain things when you go to certain places. But anyway, so what I was talking about is, what was I talking about? I was saying something now. That we have lived here for 23 years. Sometimes we forget to, and nothing. You come to our street, sometimes the only time you will know whether they know you is when there's anything that happens in this area. They will tell you how many people that live in this our house. They'll tell you, yes, the husband and wife, but sometimes their youngest son always comes around. And sometimes we see their youngest son going out there, maybe going to work, and he comes back in the evening. They'll tell you everything about you. But to you, they don't know you because they won't even say, they may see you, they will just grin. Not, they're laughing that's how they laugh. And they will go until something happens. The way they will describe your going in and coming out, their monitoring spirit. Describe your going in and coming out. The only thing they may not be able to describe is what goes inside your kitchen, because that one, unless they have, but that, I don't think they are, so they won't know that one. But as for how you go and come, they will tell the police everything. Who visited you last Sunday? Yeah, I saw a gentleman that came in with a blue car. We can't remember the number of the car, but he came in with a blue car, parked in front of their house, went in there. By the time we knew it, after a couple of hours, the car was gone. So he may have spent 2 hours there. Hey, you say, they know everything about you. So just think, oh, my neighbors don't know me, this and that. They do. They do. Here, they peacefully, I think I missed. I hope you've all given me thumbs up. We're having fun this afternoon because tomorrow is bank holiday here. We're not going to work tomorrow. That made me to be in this mood. Let's just discuss and talk. Spicy says something. Here they peacefully collect the car key. Hey, I would like to come there daylight in the full view of the world and nobody will say jack. People have been programmed to hand over their belongings peacefully to avoid by, hey, you so much know these people. Yes, now, I've lived in this country more than I've lived in Nigeria. I came here when I was in my 20s. I've learned a lot about these people. I know them very well. And something will happen now. Because that person is their friend. You come and ask them, I don't want to get involved. I don't want to get involved. And they'll be walking away. And you are like, what do you mean you don't want to get involved? You are here when this thing happened. Can you not say something? I don't want to get involved. They'll just clearly walk away because that person is their friend. And if the other way around, they don't like you, and in fact, they will even agree with their friend that you did it. They didn't see you. They say, yes, that's what happened. And once the two of them say yes, they have witness. You are done for. I know them so well. Yes, I don't want to get involved. That's their language. Very true. Yes, this place. That's why when people are coming, people who are jackbarring. I've done few videos. I'm going to do more videos. When they come here, don't open your mouth too wide. When they ask you certain questions, know what to answer and what not to answer. You don't have to say everything, because anything you say will be used against you in the court of law, because you said it. Sometimes they will even record you without you knowing. So you have to be very careful. Yes, I know them so well. Oh my goodness. If I don't know them by now, but my husband don't know them, or I know them more than he does, because he's so unassuming. He believes and trusts everyone. You ask him something, instead of saying that thing and just leave the rest and keep some in his pocket. Because he's very honest man. He wants to save you. I say, no, this is not being honest. This is just, you have to be reserved a little bit. Don't tell them everything. But I know them. I know the ones they need to hear and the ones they don't need to hear. What are they going to do with that? What would they do with it? Nothing. Human CCTV. Yes, so human CCTV, I'm telling you. Yes. So we just have to be careful. When you go to a country, please pick good things out of that country, drop the bad ones. So those of us in the diaspora, the good thing I want us to pick is time, keeping time, and let us transport it back home and show people. But then if you transport it back home, you'll be there on your own. You'll be in that hall, function hall on your own. They won't come. They will tell you that the keke that was going to Oshodi came, and the little, they have one tire in front. Okay, that's the one that has one tire in front and two at the back. By the time we get to CMS bus stop, the tire at the back stopped, so we have to wait for the driver to fix it. By the time we got to that place, it was 2 hours late. There's always something to give. So for those of us who are abroad, let us at least start with ourselves. When we have function in this place, UK, America, Europe, let us start. That way we can transport it home eventually. But if we are not doing that in abroad, well, then we don't have anything to transport home or to show example back home. It's laughing. Oh God, yeah. So very plastic smile. Where is Musisi now? Musisi has plastic. Which one is plastic? Okay, I see what you mean by plastic smile. Yes, what I demonstrated before. Very plastic. They just grin at you. You think that's not they just grin at you and just go. I tell you, I've seen and heard a lot in this place that they can't fool me anymore. And they can't, when they start asking you certain questions, you think that they mean well. Before I know what is inside their question, I know what to answer them. I answer them what I want them to hear. Plus, if it's not genuine, okay, I see what you mean, Musisi. Yeah, most of the smiles, it's not genuine, so it's very plastic indeed. I'm surprised Musisi you know the plastic smile. That's him preparing for his journey to UK. See, Musisi is brushing up with all these languages and all these posh words about plastic smile. And what else do you know, Musisi, now that when you come to the UK, we don't have to tell you that's what they meant by that. Musisi is getting ready for that UK trip. That's why, that's why he knows about the plastic smile. I'm standing on the rock. I'm standing. Am I sitting down? I'm standing. I'm saying I'm standing on the rock and I'm sitting down. We have sat down enough and we have talked enough. Let me see. I hope you can see my face. This step will go. I just have to put. Did you see that? Just to make a little bit of an effort, because all the walls are still blank. I just want to put that there. Just a little bit of an effort. The person that came to take the pictures of the house and everything came yesterday on Friday, and the house will be going on in the market this weekend. So we'll see how things go. I'll get you people updated, but I won't show you what's going on. I'll be telling you, giving you update. I'm standing on the rock. I'm standing on the rock. I'm standing on the rock. Jesus is the rock. I'm standing on the rock. I'm standing on the rock. I'm standing on the rock. Jesus is the rock. I dey dance, I dey dance, I dey dance. They say wetin dey make you dance. Now him I tell them say, Jesus is the rock. Estelle, are you there? I'm speaking my own broken English now. Yeah, I dey dance, I dey dance, I dey dance. They say wetin dey make you dance. Now him I tell them say, Jesus is the rock. I'm standing on the rock. I'm standing on the rock. I'm standing on the rock. Jesus is the rock. I dey smile, I dey smile, I dey smile. They say wetin dey make you smile. Now him I tell them say, Jesus is the rock. I dey walk, I dey walk, I dey walk. They say wetin dey make you walk. Now him I tell them say, Jesus is the rock. I'm standing on the rock. I'm standing on the rock. I'm standing on. Thank you all for dancing with me. Jesus is the rock. I'm standing on the rock. I'm standing on the rock. I'm standing on the rock. Jesus is the rock. I dey dance, I dey dance, I dey dance. They say wetin dey make me dance. Now him I tell them say, Jesus is the rock. So I thought we'll be sitting down. We haven't had a shaking of body for them because normally my live stream, you know, now we have to sing and dance a little bit before we continue. There's something else we need to talk about. Let us just shake body small. Which one again am I going to sing? Holy Ghost, do it again. Do it again in my life. Holy Ghost. Oh, Vicky, you're still here. Do it again. Do it again in my life. Open my eyes to see Jesus. I don't know how to sing that one very well. It used to be old song. Open my eyes to see Jesus. Seated upon the throne, something like that. Anyway, let me sing one more before I sit down so we can continue what we are saying. There's one that I love. I love so much that I sing all the time. Let me see if I can find one that we can sing more, and then we can continue talking. He is the mighty God, the great I am. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. He is the mighty God, the great I am. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. God is God. Oh, and that's what I want us to sing. You know, I told you people that the last time I sang, even with my voice, YouTube gave me copyright. So I'm being careful now not to sing like hymns, but choruses are okay. The one I sing hymns, some hymns anyway, even with my voice, they will copyright. YouTube is not playing now. I think they're just trying to discourage people. Honestly, they're trying to discourage people. Ibu Chukwu onye dị mma, Ibu Chukwu onye dị ike, Ibu Alpha na Omega mo, onye mbụ na onye ikpeazụ, mmalite n'ọgwụgwụ, ya ka nji na-asị Ibu Chigbo, o ịdị ebube, ịdị omimi, Ibu Alpha na Omega mo, onye mbụ na onye ikpeazụ, mmalite n'ọgwụgwụ, Yakanji nasi nibuchimo. I'm Musisi. I'm just saying that God is great. God is strong. He is the beginning and the end. And that is why I say that He is my God. That's exactly what I was singing in Igbo language. But now, you and Musisi will be learning some Igbo, just like I'm learning some Yoruba. Shepopo. I'm learning some Yoruba. So, you have to start learning some Igbo now. Oshe. What does Oshe mean? Oshe means, yeah, something like that. So I know some Yoruba now. I can speak. I can even sing Yoruba song. Tilẹ̀kùn wá yọ̀ mí, bàbá tilẹ̀kùn wá yọ̀ mí. Emmanuel o, bàbá ṣúná. Wọ́n mú ẹ̀dọ̀ bàbá orílẹ̀ ayọ̀. Ńlọ́dọ̀ mi má jẹ́ kó gbà mí lẹ́kún, má jẹ́ kó gbà mí lẹ́kún. No, I love Yoruba too much. You don't want to learn. I know you love Yoruba too much now. I mean, learning some Igbo language as well. See, I just sang this. Can you sing it in Igbo language? I know I didn't sing it well, but let me sing it again. Tilẹ̀kùn wá yọ̀ mí, bàbá tilẹ̀kùn wá yọ̀ mí. Emmanuel o, jẹ́ kójú lẹ sílẹ̀ mi. Wọ́n máa ń máwé dùn bàbá orílẹ̀ ayọ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ ayọ̀ mi, my God. Ebube. She has spoken one Igbo. Thank you. I know I've murdered that Yoruba song, Mana, but at least I tried. Because my friend used to sing it, Duni. Duni used to sing it, and I listened to her and I learned that one. So at least I've tried. Rate me. Rate me in that Tilẹ̀kùn wá yọ̀ mí song I just sang. Rate me. All you can say is Ebube. But me, I have sang song in Yoruba language. You said Ebube. You want me to clap for you? Ngwanu. I'm clapping for AA. She was able to say Ebube in line. Oh, the Taylor's family. You're welcome. Remember to thumb up the live. Oh, you see, she's reminding you to thumb up. Thank you so much. Mommy, your song, your voice sounds like the original. That's why. I know, honestly. I don't forget that song that I sing. What a friend we have in Jesus. They copyrighted me. Just one verse. They copyrighted me. Oh, give me name, eh? Hey, Anna my official is here. And look at that super chart. Beginning of the month super chart. Thank you so much, Anna. Thank you. Thank you so much, Anna Abai Official. I'm so glad to have you here. Wow. Thank you for that amazing super chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. And that reminds me that we have not sung Anna's song for a while. We have not sung Anna's voice for a while, song for a while, because I used to play her song on my live stream because there's no copyright in that one. At least she's one of us, so they will not do Inyanga for me for that one. So show yourself strong. That's the one. That's one of the ones I love so much. Thank you so much for the super chat, Anna. I really appreciate that so much. Thank you. Thank you everyone for coming. Anybody else? Oh, Niger Daughter, did you hear me singing in Pidgin English? Did I sing well? I said I dey dance, I dey dance, I dey dance. They say wetin dey make me dance. Na him I tell them say Jesus is the rock. I dey laugh, I dey laugh, I dey laugh. They say wetin dey make me laugh. Na him I tell them say Jesus is the rock. No be that, no be am. I sang that one. That was in Pidgin English. I sang that very well. I sang that very well, didn't I? See? So I'm learning. I love that song. We used to sing that song in those days, years ago, when I was still in Nigeria. Yeah. So what we are saying today, where we talked about timing and about people doing the right thing, and the fact that we have very good transport service here in the UK. It's not like in America. In America, like my sister who lives in America, if you have 4 children plus you and your husband, there'll be 6 cars in some front of some houses in America. There'll be 6 cars, and you wonder what is going on, because they all have to have cars because they don't have the type of transport system that we have here. But here we are so lucky that we have, transport system that is so good. We have transport system that is so good that you have a car, it's just for certain, certain things or certain travels. But if it's just your normal, commute, you can just use the bus or even the train. Yeah, you can use the bus or the train. No wahala at all. And also, when you get to certain age, they will you get the bus for free. The bus and the train journey will be free. So please let us listen to this.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Show yourself strong.
That's from one of us. She's in the house. Anna, that's for you, for that amazing super chat as well. Anna, Abai, official. We have somebody here that we can use the song with no copyright. Who are we? You are everything. Without you, I'm incomplete. You are the pillar of my life. Oh yes, lover of my soul. You are everything. Without you, I'm incomplete. Oh yes. That's from Anna Abai official. She's in the building. That's her song. If you're not connected with Anna, please do. She's my only super chatter for today. Connect with Anna Abai official. Sometimes she does her live streams early in the mornings. Sometimes before I start my work, I connect with her live streams just to get that kick for the day. Anna Abai official. Show yourself. Show yourself. Show yourself. Show yourself strong. Welcome to. Remember to come Bob the live stream. Oh, thank you, the Taylor's family. You are very well. Thank you so much for that reminder. I will dance to this on my birthday. Yes, please. We are going to dance to this on your birthday. I'm going to come on stage as well to dance. That I breathe, song that I sing, you are everything. Without you, I'm incomplete. We are incomplete without him. Lover of my soul, without you, I'm incomplete. That I breathe, that's Anna Abai official. Without you, I'm incomplete. Of my life, lover of my soul. There are other good songs in her listing. Just go and visit her, and you see what I mean. She's a great singer. You still they do for me, loving Father. The things you have done, you still they do for me. You are a loving Father. Show yourself. Show yourself. Show yourself. Show yourself strong. Anna Abai official. Show yourself. Show yourself. Show yourself strong. Strong. Show yourself. Show yourself. Show yourself strong. Right. So that's from Anna Abai Official. I have to entertain us with that song to appreciate her for being here and for that amazing super chat. Thank you, everyone. Let me catch up on the chat from Musisi and AA. What are they saying? Hope the music will not bring copyright. No, sir. Julia Ezeji. I was just saying, Anna Abai Official is in the building. That's her song. Yeah, that's her song. I've always played it and it's been okay because it's for Anna. So please, those of you who are not connected with Anna, do so. You can use this her music. Yes, it's not non-copyright. Yeah. Yes, thank you for the concern, Julia. Thank you. The moment you go to a new place, you have to know about the activities in the place. Yes, so that's the thing. You have to know the activities in the place and then choose the good ones. There are bad ones that I don't like, but there are good ones that we have to, adopt. That's why it's good to go to areas. You don't go to a particular area, you still carry your same old baggage, the same bad behavior. If you go there, take the good things that you see from the land. It's even in the Bible. When you go to that land, take good things from the land where you went to. Not when you go there, you still be behaving the way you were behaving before. You want to start doing things that you do in your place. Okay, for example, somebody tried it years ago. They forgot, they don't know, maybe they were not informed. They didn't even ask questions. He came here, he did something wrong. I think it's to do with driving offense or something. And when Olokpa, let me use Olokpa. When Olokpa came to him, he put his hand in the market and we're bringing stupid money to give. That's a different offense. That means he has now committed two offenses. You did something wrong. They call him, instead of listening to the charges against you, you're thinking that you forgot where maybe you thought everywhere is Niger. Put his hand in his pocket to bring nonsense to give them. That was so. They now told him, "What is that about? What is that for?" And he tried to explain. They said, "Okay, you've now committed two offenses. Can you hold that money into your hand?" They have to take the photograph with him showing that stupid money. Offense has doubled. Maybe if he had opened his mouth and said something else that is wrong, that would be number 3 offense. You have to be very careful when you're caught here. Instead of behaving yourself and knowing what you're, don't ask, don't say biko, ejo, how do they say it in Hausa or another language? Ejo, gini one or whatever. Don't hold your time, hold your pleading, because even that pleading might be a second offense or third offense. So when you do something wrong here, just listen for your offense. Listen for your offense, and if it's fine, ask them how much you are going to pay and pay it within 24 hours. Because if you wait after 24 hours, you start accumulating interest. So the person made a big mistake of his life. He had an offense. I don't think he was driving without license, without insurance or something like that. Yes. and then he went to give them money, thinking that he forgot completely where he came into. And that was the first shock he got. And after that, he started learning other lessons. There are so many lessons to learn here. So he gave money. Yeah, he did. He gave them money, thinking that that's where he... Well, when you do back on it, just sometimes you even drop them on the floor for them. They will step on it until you move. Then now they look around and pick it like criminals, back home. So he forgot where he came. He was trying to give them money to leave him to drive off. So his offense doubled. Instead of one offense, he committed 2. So when you go to a new place, learn what they do there. Behave yourself. Know that you are no more where you are coming from. Learn the good things from that place. Are there so many bad things here that you need to not to even learn or look at? Of course, there are so many of them that you don't have. But when it comes to law and order, hey, you don't even mess around. Law and order. Yeah, appreciate. Okay, thank you, Anna. Thank you so much. Law and order. You don't mess around with that. You have to obey the law and the other, because there's no biko, there's no ejo, there's no this and that. Nothing like that. So we have to be very careful. So that these videos we do for people coming into the diaspora, especially in the UK where I live, I just did one recently just about some of the things they say, what it means. And I've always said to people, what you have to do is understand how they say things, not that you have to start forming. Because when people start forming British accent, it makes them look stupid, it makes them look silly. Be yourself, have your own accent. After all, you will agree with me. Somebody from Newcastle, Newcastle is here in the UK. Somebody from Newcastle, I'm not even talking about Edinburgh and Scotland. That one is a different story altogether, where they will ask you to give them a towel. The towel you use to wipe your body. They say, give me a tool. What is tool? That's towel. Yeah. So that one, those ones, I don't even know whether they are who they are, but let me not talk about them. But when you come here, just learn how they pronounce certain things. For example, in the video, let me just give you one of the things I put in that video. So I overheard a Nigerian who lives in the UK talking about duvet. Duvet. It's duvet when you write it, but it's duvet. So when you tell them, I want a duvet, they'll be looking at you like, what are you saying? So that's what I'm trying to say. Just learn how they say things. And these people, yeah, so, learn how they say things, but don't form. Don't start being who you are not. Maybe in the middle of the sentence, your Nigerian accent comes back in. Before the end of the sentence, you are starting to form English accent. Everybody, they all have their own accents. Even, I'm going too far. Newcastle is even too far. Manchester, even Birmingham. Birmingham is not very far from where we live. Even here, where I live in Kent, in Dartford people have the way they speak their own English. So once you are able to pronounce things correctly, the way they say here, stop forming. It makes people, sometimes when I see people do that, it makes them look so silly, and it doesn't help. After all, they cannot form Igbo accent. I'm Igbotic lady now. When I form my Igbotic accent, will English person speak my Igbotic? Why will I form their own? So just speak the correct thing, correct pronunciation, but keep to your accent. We are not like the people in the US. In the US, they force them. Actually, they force them to do, because they will just make your life miserable. But here, as I've always said to you people, I've lived here now more than I've lived in Nigeria. I refuse to form. Once I'm able to use my TH, that's the one I would even want to say, because that TH there, not they, not mother. That TH, once you're able to change and be using TH when you want to talk about certain things, fine. But as for your accent, just speak clearly and slowly. Sometimes they think we speak too fast. So I'm learning when I'm talking with them, even with my clients, when I ask, because I do telephone assessments. So when I'm talking to them on the phone, because they've said in the past, some of them will say, oh, you're speaking so fast. I'm like, okay. So I have to speak slowly, and for them to understand. But as for me, forming, no. We mix British and American and Jamaican English. Yes, all together. Just trying to form, because you don't even know where you belong anymore. Please. It doesn't even sound right. If you are born here, for example, my sons, they were all born here. They schooled here from nursery, primary, secondary, university, and they're working here. When they're talking, the only way you know that they're from black African background is because when you see them, if they're talking to you on the phone, you won't know until you see them. But they're born here. Sometimes there's some things I will say, they will say, Mom, it's not that. Even after this, my many years of being here, I said to them, okay, if we were born here, was I born here? Don't where I can weigh well. After all, you know, we don't have Igbo very well. Now you're telling me about English. Anyway, yeah. That the Igbo is not their fault, it's my fault. I failed there, myself and Hobby. We failed woefully. And I'm not proud of it. We failed woefully that they don't speak. They hear some more, they hear some, but to speak now, wahala. Okay, let me see the messages of he said no kidnappers, but farmers. No, farmers, where? I've missed some charts. You are sure the farmers are not? No, God. Okay. If these people, oh, herdsmen. Okay. English accent comes with time. It can't be faked. Exactly. It comes with time. You just enter your mouth. Actually, the way you talk, the way I was talking before wasn't the way I talk now. But you don't have to fake it. You don't have to form it. But when you try to form it, that's when you get it all wrong. We mix with, yeah, I've left that one. I spoke with one Oyibo over the phone. When she saw me, she said she thought I was white. I did not fake it. Oh, my accent changed over time. Yeah, because you are much younger. You came here much younger, didn't you? Yeah. Yeah, it changes over time. You are very correct. You're very correct. Sometimes when I speak to some of my clients as well, they're obviously like either Nigerians or, yeah, they were either not born here, they came here when they were like 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, like somebody who was born here now. So for you, AA, you've been here for so many years. So I will expect that, yes, when you talk, it will be like they're talking like them. Well, the ones I'm talking about is people that just arrived 5 years ago, 2 years ago. This year, they start forming. It doesn't make sense. I'm not talking about, you, because I know you've been here for so many years. I'm talking about people who are just coming. I just want them to be themselves because it makes it easier. It makes their life easier if they are themselves. All they just need to know is some of the words, how they say it here, some of the things, how they pronounce it here, and stuff like that. But as for somebody like you, you are an oldie in this country now. Yoruba is still banko, no shaking Yoruba. Okay. But my Yoruba is still really, that's good. That's good that you're able to. Yeah, because some people, again, when they've been here for a little while, they will now forget their native language and they now think that they're from here. Even though they were born in Nigeria, they came here maybe when they were younger. They will tell you, when you ask them, where are you from? They'll tell you that they're British. Of course, yes. I've got British passport, but I'm not British. I'm Nigerian. And my children who were born here, that one is even funny. They were all born here, but when you ask them, where are you from? When you meet them on the way somewhere, say, where are you from? They say, you are from Nigeria. And then when you ask them, where in Nigeria? When they were younger, they can't remember, but now at least they know where they are from Nigeria. But they always say Nigeria because that's where they identify, even though they were born here. We have to identify with our roots, obviously, because, yeah, for obvious reasons, those newly arrived can be annoying with fake accents. Thank you. Those are the ones I'm talking about. I'm not talking about people like you. I'm talking about people who are just coming. Honestly, somebody, look at me, I've been here for 37 years and somebody just came early this year and they start forming for me. I'm like, you're making fool of yourself because it doesn't even fit your mouth and it just doesn't sound right in your mouth. So stop, just be yourself. It's better. Honestly, it's better. Instead of saying better, they say it's better. Yeah, it's better. And doing the mouth like this when they are talking. What is better? If you are born here, you are saying better. That's okay if you want to talk like that. But not somebody coming from Nigeria last year and telling me about better. I feel better. I don't understand. Not really fake. Maybe they were in schools that were international. No, if they were in school that are international, you will know. Do you know some people in Nigeria who are living in Nigeria now? When I listen to some of them living in Nigeria, the way they talk and it flows. You're so in tune. Yes, now I am. I've lived here for so long, and I know the ins and outs of these things. Yeah, some people in Nigeria, maybe the type of school they went to, when they talk, that TH thing, they got it. I think we have to start with that TH because when we talk things that are supposed to be they, and we're talking of they, it makes it mean something altogether. So if we don't get anything as Africans, let us get the TH bit of our language. It takes time. It takes time to get that, but because once you say they, this, mother, father, brother, All those D is a couple of teeth there with your tongue. Maybe you might bite your tongue in the process, but once you're used to it, you're used to it. Talking that, I think that's the main one that stands out at me all the time when people talk with their TH. But every other thing, you can just slowly learn it. But don't come into UK this year and start forming British accent for anybody, because it makes you look silly. You may not even know that you are looking silly or sounding silly, but you do. So there's no point in doing that. Yeah, not a fake, but the schools. Overnight, their accent changes. You will hear 4 different accents with a touch of Niger. Exactly. There was a funny one they did. I watched that. I don't know, one of the actresses that arrived in Manchester. From the airport, she started forming, and her friend, her colleague, was like, "What? We just arrived Heathrow, and you actually just changed like this. What is going on?" Yeah, people think that you have to form or you have to speak that way for people here to understand you, but no, you don't have to. Once you say the correct thing, the correct pronunciation and stuff like that, your accent will change, as AA said, with time. You won't even know, especially if you go to school here. If you go to school here, you don't have any choice than to learn those, the way things are said. And before you know it, it becomes second nature. You get used to it. But please, let us not fall. It doesn't suit us. Yeah. It is some people fake that they can't speak their language. Can you imagine? They fake that they can't speak their language. Good luck to them. We'll clap for them. You come here, you can't speak your language anymore. Then there's problem. They forget their mother's tongue like Buhari forgot after surgery. And maybe, but I have met some fakers, and when I speak, they go all quiet. Yeah, that's the thing. Because your own will just flow. As I say, I have my children here. When they talk, unless you see them, you know that they're black boys. Yeah, because they are born here. What do you expect? Yeah, but when you talk your own, it will flow, and their own, they will be cutting and joining, and it doesn't make sense. Those are the ones I am talking about, the ones Onifechi was talking about. Yes. Oh, Elway's talk show. Sorry, my dear. I hope you have not been in and I missed you when I was talking. We're talking about faking accents for those of us who are in the diaspora and making fool of ourselves sometimes, especially when we just arrived. And then we think, I think maybe, I don't blame them. Maybe some of them think that you have to fake it to make it. You don't have to fake it to make it in this UK. I'll talk about UK. I don't know about America. And obviously, those of you in Europe, I doff my hat for you all, because you're not only battling with English language, you are battling with whatever language they speak where you are. German, French, this. So, and I doff my hat for your children as well, because they have to learn English, French, or whatever language, and then your own native language. No, so those of you in Europe, I don't think I can live in Europe, seriously, or Brazil. Which one do you even speak in Brazil, my spicy? What do you say in Brazil? What do they speak? I'm too distant for all these languages, so I'm glad that I'm in UK where they speak English. Let it be that my accent is not exactly what they want, but I'm quick. I don't even waste time. I'm quick to tell them, where are you from? They tell you, for example, Birmingham. I said, somebody from Newcastle. Will you hear them correctly? Yeah, I said, so we all have accent. I used to, that was before, but now they don't mess around with my accent anymore, because they know what to get. I'll say to them, if I speak Igbo language to you, will you understand? They say, what? I say, yeah, Igbo language. That's my language. That I'm speaking English is a bonus. You should actually be happy that I'm speaking English at all. That was in those days. I used to have that thing with them, but it's not anymore, because now they know where they are with me. Maybe I have met some fakers, and when I speak, okay, I read that one. I've never visited any international school, but you try me and I'll chase you with my accent. Don't worry, Musisi. Next time I'll be on live. I'll drop the link. I want to hear your. That day will be for you. I want to hear your. I'm going to be doing live stream every Sunday now. Next time we're going to come with a different topic and then chit chat and just meet you all lovely people. We have had a laugh. People who are maybe not happy about something before, they've all had a laugh. Can see all the laughing emoji earlier on. So we're all having a laugh, and that's what it's all about. Yeah, okay. This afternoon is a bang. Oh, thank you, AA. See, thank you. You being here all the time, and you and Musisi being here all the time and chatting with each other makes me laugh so much. And then Musisi now telling us about plastic smile. See, Musisi is getting ready for UK. We are all getting Musisi ready for UK, and he said that he's not going to fake, that he's going to go spot on with his normal English accent, and that's what I'm talking about. The British accent does come naturally with time. If you force it, you will sound. Thank you, Elwin's Talk Show. You are just spot on there. It comes naturally. It does. If you try to fake it, you make fool of yourself. People who fake it, they don't listen to themselves. If they actually can listen to themselves and tell themselves the truth, they will know that they are just making a fool of themselves. You are very correct, Elwin's Talk Show. It comes naturally. You can't fake it. And thank God that they don't make us to fake it here. Like in America. I remember I have sisters in America. They say sometimes they force you to speak like that quickly, or they'll just ignore you or talk down on you. But here, at least, once you are able to speak that English with your normal accent, but make sure that you are using the correct words that they will understand, you are good to go. You don't have to fake anything or force anything. And then I used to speak Yoruba to my directors, and one day in 2018 they founded themselves in Nigeria, Lagos, Abuja, for a seminar. That's the thing. Sometimes they go to our country, you go to Port Harcourt, you go to Abuja, you go to Lagos, there's all these white people there. Do they all speak Yoruba or Igbo or Hausa? No. So I used to tell them, I say, look, there are many of you in my country. Do you speak my language? And they say, oh, I suppose not. I say, so why do you think that I'm speaking the English at all? And you think that I should be saying it the way you're saying it? Can you speak my language? They said, no. I say, so respect yourself. But I can communicate with you. Why will I need to pretend? Of course, you don't need to pretend, Musisi. I know you can communicate with me very well. And you have your, even though you are in Uganda, you've got your accent, you've got your British accent already in preparation for this visit that we are both waiting for you, myself and AA, and other people living in UK are waiting for you to come. Elwin's Talk Show, you are in UK, aren't you? I know that AA is, Nkechi Cynthia is, talking about people in the chat. Elwin's, you are in UK, aren't you? Yeah. The Taylor's family, I think you are in America, aren't you? Are you in UK? I think the Taylor's families are in America or thereabout. Tell me. Yeah, I'm in UK. That's right. You are in UK. Elwin's Talk Show. That's right. Yes, you are. And I think the Taylor's family. I don't know whether she's still here. I don't know whether she's in UK or America or something like that. Yeah, the people I feel sorry for sometimes are those who live in America, because I think they force them to, and sometimes they just overdo it. For me, from what I could listen to, but I don't think it's their fault. I think they are made to learn to speak like them, or they may not fully fit in. You even know their word in conversation. Yes, their word in conversation. I don't understand fully. Who's wording in conversation? You should write a book. You should write a book on these people. You know them very well. I should, though. Especially that one. I don't want to get involved. They pay me well. You are there. You knew exactly what happened. But because that person is your mate, and that's another thing. I said that in one of my videos coming up. Hi, mate. Who is your mate? A boy will be telling me, hi, mate. It's okay, mate. It's you. Okay. Yes, that particular one, I don't want to get involved. He used to pay me. But I know that this person was there and this person knows the truth. But they will not want to own up because that person is their friend. So in a subtle way, they are telling lies in a subtle way by saying, I don't want to get involved. That's their language. Once they say, I don't want to get involved, know that there's something they know that they don't want to say because they want to protect the other person. Whether I've learned them. I feel I can write a book on them. 37 years in UK, is it a joke? I can write a book about these people. White lies. Yeah, they call it white lies. They massage the truth. They are just massaging it. We don't want it to look. You don't massage anything. Say it as it is. But then, if it's the other way around and it's their friend, hey, whether they saw or they didn't see, whether they saw or they no saw, let's speak Zebediah's English now. Whether they saw or they didn't saw, they will say that it happened. They will become witness by force. I know them. That's why I don't. They know when I'm sure they are happy that I don't come into the office physically now. I was on the phone on Teams. We only see on Teams once in a while because I don't take some of those. There's some things I can't take. You know that this is right, this is correct, and you're not opening up. You tell me you don't want to get involved. Get involved in what? All you have to do is to say the truth. But no. Even you bring out their actions too. Okay, the Taylor family are still here, my dear. Where are you based? Are you UK or in America? The face expression. The face expression, yes, my dear. Sometimes, when you live in a place, sometimes you start behaving like that. I refuse to take those bad ones. But yes, I see what you mean by face expression. Sometimes when they talk, you don't need to be a psychologist to know what they're up to and that they're actually telling lies, but they don't want to own up that they're telling lies. Instead, they use a different word. I don't want to get involved. And as they're saying that, they're walking away. And you're like, excuse me, come back here. No, I don't want to get involved. And they're walking out sharp. Oh, yes, world. Oh, we talk about accent here. I say I feel for you people in America because you Americans here in UK, once we speak it the way we know it, once we use the correct terminology, nobody talks to us about accent too. They have to learn it by force. They have to understand us by force. Once we are saying the right thing, once we are not calling duvet. Because you could call it duvet, they'll be wondering, what are you saying? Yeah, but when you say the right one, never mind the accent, you walk around that one. Yeah, walk around that one. I don't want to form, but you love you in America, you're trying. And when I hear your children, especially your Lexi and your other daughter, when they do this Nigerian or African mom accent and then the American accent, I roll on my floor laughing. I'm like, oh, these children, you people got it. You know exactly what you know what's up. I love watching them. They have to do more of those. They have to be doing more of those. You're very welcome, Oyoyo's World. We are going to be rounding up. I said that today is going to be it's now 2 hours that we started. I'm going to round up now. Mommy, okay. Only Stevie, have you been in the background or have you said hello before and I missed you? I'm only seeing you now. That means you've been listening to me on the background. Yeah, I'm talking about people who are coming to the UK. Let's not even talk about America now because America is a different ball game altogether. People who are coming to the UK, they step into the UK in January this year and they start forming. And they want to start talking like them and making fool of themselves. That's the people we are discussing now. We discussed a lot of things today, but that's the one we're just talking now. I can't hear well because we are out on first communion breakfast. Oh, okay. Do me a favor, you just want and please try and replay. You know, when people replay me from America, it helps my YouTube. I do that for people as well. I replay a lot of live streams. Just by that time, people have added their ads and stuff like that just for support. So whoever is in the diaspora who can replay this live stream later on, I will appreciate that so much. It does make a difference. Yeah. I just came. Okay, only you just came in. Well, you are in Nigeria, so I won't ask you to replay. When you replay, you hear all the things we have said today. That's why AA was saying that today's one is such a funny. We have said a lot of things. We have gone around the house. We have talked about late coming. You know, our people coming too late for events and think it's funny. And we have talked about train and buses here in the UK. They're very on time. They say you saw us when myself and Daddy went on the train journey. How, you know, even if there's only 2 people in the train, they're not going to be waiting and say London Bridge, this one, enter. This. Whether there's only 1 person or nobody in the train is moving. So we talked about that, and we talked about people who dodge fares, who don't pay their fares. The fact that if you don't pay your fare, you have to. When the ticket man comes in the bus or in the train, they will fine you. And if they fine you and you think you're not going to pay the fine will multiply, and before you know it, it will get from maybe 40. I think the fine is £40. Sometimes it can get up to over £300 if you don't pay your fine because you think it's funny, you think it's, they won't find you. No, if you don't pay your fine, they start accumulating. And I talked about they can start adding the pen they used to write or the fingers they used to type the letter that they sent to you. Because they'll be sending letters to you. And some of the children, it happens with children, teenagers, they dodge the fare, they think it's okay. And they won't tell their parents. The letters will be coming and they're chucking the letters until it gets to 300 and something pounds. Yes. And then police gets involved. The parents now will know what's going on. And that's when they're like, what? Yeah, so we talked about all that. And then another one I talked about was somebody who was driving without a baby. Let me welcome some people that came in. Oyoyo, I've already welcomed you. I like the way Spicy says it's Oyoyo Mwanyoma. I call her lovely Oyoyo. Even I don't know whether it's her I like or her name. I don't know which one, but both of them join. So I always put lovely Oyoyo when I put her name. Tessie Tony. Oh, Tessie, you're welcome. You and Oyoyo are late to the class. You're late to the class, and that's fine for people who are very late. You, Oyoyo, and Onyi, 3 of you, you're late to the class. But thank you so much. You know I'm joking anyway. I'm so happy to see you all here. Thank you so much. Will you be affected by... Which one is this one now? What? Tell me, write that in full. I'm not a British person like you. No, never mind, I've lived here for this number of years I'm mentioning. I don't know what you just wrote there. Ngwa, explain it better for me to understand. I'm waiting. You less affected. Yeah. Hey, why do you want to embarrass me? You see? Instead of you writing this fully in the first place, you want to embarrass me first before you now. Do you people see that? Instead of her writing this thing fully in the first place, she wants to embarrass me first. Now, ultra low emission zone. I don't know. I think I've heard my husband talking about this. I don't know how it's going to affect us in our area or the area we're going to be moving to because we're going to sell. Only you're laughing. Why didn't she just say what I will understand immediately? And she said, Ules, one country. Yeah? And she's talking about ultra low emission zone. Please. Your borough is one of the ones that took Sadiq to court. Do you know my borough, Dartford Borough Council? Really? Do you think I know these things? If I ask my husband now, he will know. These things, I will ask him. I'm terrible that way. Some of the things are happening within our house, within our borough, to do with electricity, to do with this. Don't ask me, oh, I don't even know. It's a big news. You see? That's why my husband always says to me, you don't watch news. You don't do this. You don't. When he saw me watching the royal family yesterday, he's like, eh? Because he can't remember the last time I watched TV. I'll just say to him, what's happening now? And I said to him, I heard that something they said about so and so the other day. What was that? And then he said, I'm not your radio. You have to listen and hear yourself. So I rely on him to tell me. I'll go and ask him about our area, about that. I'll go and ask him after. And you've stressed. Yes, now, Onyi, tell her. She stressed me small, just for something that she would just say. She now wants to embarrass me first. After embarrassing me, telling me it's a big news. Who told you I know about big news? We're not Bexley. We are Dartford. We are next to Bexley. Bexley is next to Dartford Borough. Bexley is under Dartford. No, Bexley is different. We're not Bexley. We are Dartford. Yeah, we're not Bexley. We're Dartford. You know, Bexley is their phone number is 0208 because they're the same number as London. And where we are to Bexley is about 10 minutes drive, but we are 01322 number. That's a way they do these things. And let me tell you as well, for free bus fares and free train journey, people who live in Bexley, which is 10 minutes away from me, will get everything free at certain age. But those of us who live just 10 minutes away, because we're now into Dartford Borough, we're not getting it free because we are not classed as part of London, or even though we are just 30 minutes away into London Bridge. That's a way they do these things. But yeah, maybe you are not about 5 or 6 boroughs are against it. Okay, I'll find out. I don't even know, to be quite honest. We have heard about it, but I don't know who and how it's affecting who. All I know is that our bills are up the roof. Everything is gone mad. It's just mad at the moment. Your skin is glowing. Oh, thank you. You're not glowing as yours though. Thank you. Your camera is beautiful too. I'm not using camera. I'm not using camera. I'm on the desktop, on the StreamYard, the desktop on Stream. Oh, God's sake. You know what I mean? I'm on desktop on StreamYard. So it's not my camera. I think it must be the house, the background, this house is all white. Sometimes when we go out and come in, we wonder, is this our house? Because it's all white in readiness for selling it. So maybe that's why it looks that bright. And also, I'm overlooking the back garden there. So, and the sun seems to be, I opened the curtain. So maybe that's why, because this study is just next to the back garden. Thank you. She's radiating. Oh, people are making me to feel like a new bride. I'm going to tell. Oh, do you know what happened? This is my thumbnail that I use for this live stream. I don't know what we are doing after our Sunday worship. My husband put something on the telly. You know how sometimes you put something on the telly and you see all the YouTubers, or not all, some of the YouTubers. So this is my picture. This is my thumbnail for this live stream came up, and he was just looking and smiling. I said, you didn't say anything. I can see the smile. I can see who you are looking. You're looking at my picture there, and you're looking at your Omalecha or Dapunam. He was laughing. He said, "This woman." I said, "You didn't say anything. I just see you. I just saw you. Hey, I just see you." Man, let me even say something. This is we're talking about people English or no English. Do you know that English children here, not only children, Guinea, I'm talking about children, adults here, AA, you bear me witness, Elway's talk show, you bear me witness, and the Taylor's family, they will say, we was at the party. When I heard this initially, I was shaking my head and I'm like, what is this? And then you hear them say this a lot. We was going there. Hey, let them come and tell me about English. Let me tell them what's up. So thank you for all the compliments about how I'm looking. I don't know how, but you know, sometimes all you need is just happiness in your life. Not that you have, I'm not talking about money now, I'm talking about happiness. Whether you have enough or you don't have enough, you're happy. And you're confusing people. And people around you will be wishing to be you. And don't mind what you wish for. But as for happiness, yes, that one is free. And I can vouch for that anytime. Your skin is so perfect. Thank you so much. And when I tell people, because people have asked me before to what I put on my skin, and when I tell them what I put on my skin, they may not believe me. I don't go out of my way. And the only time I've ever had anybody to make me up in my life, not even when I had my 50th birthday party, we did a big party. Not even that I just put powder myself. Not even when I had my my 60th, I did not celebrate because it was COVID and all the rest of it. But the only time I made up was in my son's wedding, and people were saying how I looked. I've never, everything you see, just foundation, piam there. If I remember a little bit of eyeshadow I put, a little bit of pine pencil. I've never done anything else. I just did waka pass. So, and yeah, I think it's just something that even my let me not talk. He will say, do you have to say everything? But let me tell you, people. Even my husband said, you have very soft skin. I said, what do you expect? What do you expect? I'm still a UCC. Why won't I have a soft skin? Anyway, don't go there, mommy. Yes, I won't go there. I won't go there. Mommy, your skin is beautiful because forget the walls and lights. You understand? And somebody talked about black. You look black is your skin perfect. You look so beautiful, radiating. Oh my goodness! I wonder what happened today. People are making me to, you know. I think there's this saying that black don't crack. Sometimes when I tell them my age, they'll be looking at me. So where is the wrinkle then? I say, you see the wrinkle in 10 years' time. Where is the wrinkle then? I'm like, the wrinkle is where it's supposed to be. Yes. Peace and happiness. Yes. Honestly, you can't trade these two things for anything. You may have money, but you don't have peace. Agree? You may, when I say money, when I talk about money and richness, my husband will say to me, do you know what? We are among the 5% in the world. I'm like, how? How much do we have in the bank account? He said, you are missing it. You are missing the point. What do you mean by how much? Do we have millions in the bank account? What do you mean? He said, you're missing the point. So I agree. Happiness and joy and peace. You come into your home, you have peace. You go out, you are coming in, you're looking forward to coming in, you're coming back. No matter what, whatever you have, you eat together. Yeah. The Taylor's family are laughing. Peace and happiness. So let us see the picture. Picture of what? Well, I'll send it to you private. I did it, but I don't want to show it on YouTube. I've been told by my family not to show it on YouTube. I'll send it to you. So I videoed it before the man that came to because the way they do the selling of property here, they will come and take pictures of everywhere. Do you know our main house, the sitting room, the dining, and this study, the back garden is bigger than these three combined. Look at the back garden everywhere. Is garden. I will show it to you. Yeah, because they love their garden, they love being outside, they love things like that. Yeah. But and those of you in America, don't compare. In fact, when my sister came here from America, and my sister-in-law also have visited, they'll be like, wow, everything, even our roads, everything. But when we now went to other people's home to visit, they could see to them it's like your house is actually a mansion compared to that, but our house is a hut compared to what they have in America. And when I went to my sister in Jacksonville, and she told me the cost of their property over there, massive house, the cost of that property, what we are paying, what we bought this house for was about almost double. So things are cheaper over there in America, property wise, anyway, those days. Yes, Monifichi, okay, Yolo is agreeing with me. Yes, so here things are quite modest, they're not so big, but I love spacious, big things. But no, not in UK. Oh. If you see ones like that, it might be very few people who built their own themselves. They are quite very conservative. Yes, conservative is their second name here in the UK, but we move. We are used to it now. We are used to it. When I come to America, oh my God, look at the roads. I'm like, I'll be lost in these your roads. This one, SW, Southwest, everyone, East. I'm like, this place, it's not confusing. London houses are small, but a lot, yes, they're small, but very expensive. I don't know, but it's what it is. But when I see American, when I visit my sisters in America, they even have basement. Who gave monkey banana here? Basically, that basement is one house for somebody, for Johnny next door. You want to have basement for what now? So there's nothing like basement here. When I went, my sister that lives in Virginia, her basement only has living room, has a shower, and the room has a washing machine. Hey, that's why it's basement though. That basement is full house here in the UK. Is go home, no go home. Even their food, burger. Yes, wonder where they are looking like big. And honestly, everything in America is so big. Whenever we visit America, we are just like, wow. And there's a shop here. I think it's the American-based shop. It's cash and carry. Remind me, that cash and carry here in the UK is American, and you go there, you can get softener, washing softener, the big. If you go to our normal shops here, you won't find that. You only find maybe 2 liters. But when you go to that shop, remind me, it's a cash and carry. You go there, it's American based, and you just buy so many things that are very big quantities. Americans, they're big. They don't like small things. Oyan, send me rice and let me share the picture with you. Everybody says they go, even their food. Yes, okay, I read that. Here, you better be looking at millions. Yes, exactly. Yo, that's your house in America. I've not seen the whole house, but that's your house in America. I know it's big. Here, you have to be King Charles, to own something like that. That is how it is here. If you see a studio flat, just a studio flat near London, I'm not talking about inside London, near London, if they tell you the cost of a studio flat, you'll be running. That's what we see in UK. In fact, one of my this wasn't my sister, one of my cousins came to visit as well some time ago. You call soft drink soda. We went to the shop. My cousin could not buy soda. He could not buy Coke. He said, why now? He said, you people are buying it. I said, we're not buying it. Well, we don't drink soda. He wanted to drink soda, but when he saw the cost of other things, and he said, and you people are paying for this? I said, no, we won't pay. We'll go hungry and pass because of money. He was shocked. He found it difficult to buy a bottle of Pepsi because of the cost. That was then. I'm talking about now, up to 5-6 years ago that he visited. He said, why? I said, let me call who was in charge then. Was it Tony Blair? I said, let me call Tony Blair so you can ask him why. You're asking me why? That was then. Now, Costco. Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. Costco. You go to Costco, Yoyo's World, you think you're in America. Everything is massive. Everything is big. Yeah. Yeah, it's Costco. That's what my niece, and when she visited from UK. Okay, yo, that's it. Yes, anybody that visits from UK to America will be wondering what is going on. Because so when they see you with a slightly bigger house, oh, classic, because we have conservatory over there, we have this, you think, oh my goodness, you have a big house, but over there in America, our house is a hut. Yeah, America, things are big. When I visited my sisters, I'm like, what? Basement with a living room and another room with a shower room, and that's why they do their laundry. So their laundry things are washing machine and stuff like that are there, and so spacious. I said to her, "This is somebody's house in UK, and that is just your basement that you only go to once in a while when you want to do your washing." Tell us, family, you're laughing, but it's true. It's true. Really, wasted. We use one part for gym. Oh, see? Yes, big, big, big. Her basement is so huge and wasting. You see? Yeah, yeah, they do. They do. But do I want to live in America? No. Do I want to go on holiday like we've done a few times? Of course. And when I go, I'm looking at my time and watch what dates are we going back to the UK. I'm used to this UK life. I'm going to America. I love you all, though. I love to come and visit my sisters and sister-in-law there. But I'm looking at my time for the day of departure back to UK. I love everything about America, but not to live there. Hey! Even talking about it now is making me somehow. But you people are good over there. But I think it's all about where you settled first. If when we came in the 80s that we went straight to America, I wouldn't be saying what I'm saying now. If I come to UK, where one room, you'll be wondering, I don't have enough space to move around in this room. I wouldn't be talking about this. But I think because I'm used to UK, that's where I came first. So I'm used to it. Rent it out and let me come and yeah, you can't rent like that now. When you're a family person, even us here that have all these empty rooms, our sons are gone, we can't rent. We don't want anybody. We just want to be us. So you can't rent like that. You have to be sure of who you are, what is going on. It's family house, so you can't do that. But I know you're joking anyway. I beg, UK, sharp. Honestly, Spicy, my prayer is that you can come over and God can make it possible. You need to leave that at Brazil. The story you told about Brazil frightens me. Honestly, frightens me. No one come now. I have never been keen on America, too much in love with you. Hey, you see? I'm same here. I think it's a case of where you started first. I think it's a case of that. Even our sons, when we visited a few times, we visited with them when they are younger, when we used to go with them, they love it so much. But then when you ask them, do you want us to now relocate to America? They're like, before you even feel, you say no. Yeah. So I think it's a case of where you're used to, where you started. But do I want to visit America every year for vacation? Yes. We went to Disney World. We saw those sea lions jumping out and doing this and performing with those people in Miami Sea Aquarium. It was the pictures each time you look. Oh no, America. Yeah, Disney World. We've been there when our sons were younger, and we've enjoyed every bit of our American visits. But are we going to live there? No, thank you. Even though they have big houses and everything. But I'm sure Yo-Yo will be saying the same. She won't want to come to UK or any other place where she will not have her basement. She will not have her everything massive. She'll be wondering, what? My sister-in-law, when she visited from Miami, when she saw our sitting room, she thought there's another one upstairs that is bigger. I said, when you go upstairs, you see the bigger one. She thought there's another one upstairs because that's what she has in her house. That's the one downstairs. There's another massive one upstairs. I said to her, remove your American hat now and put on UK hat, the bigger one upstairs. Which upstairs? Where? Upstairs are all rooms. There's no sitting area up there. Anyway, if I had met Oyoyo earlier when I was in US, maybe I would have stayed. I find it a bit hostile then. Yeah, if it wasn't YouTube, you would have expressed your smile to public. which which smile? I'm always smiling. I'm showing it. Versatile nurse Francis, hello. Yeah, just coming. You know, this live stream would have finished 30 minutes ago. It's almost 5:30. And that's what, when I said to Hobby, I'll see you in 2 hours' time. He said, yeah, that's what you say all the time, and it will go on and on. Yeah. My state is very family friendly. Okay. Okay, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. So, Versatile Nurse Francis, you're very welcome. We are rounding up. We have been here for 2.5 hours now, and we have had fun. We have talked about various things, and one of the ones I said before, likes of Oyoyo and some of you came in, was the fact that when people come to a different place, I'm talking about UK because that's where I know and that's where I live, they have to learn what's up where they are. This guy came in, this talking about 5 years ago, this happened. He was caught in a driving offense, either insurance or something. When they caught him, he was pleading with them for mercy, and then he put his hand in his pocket. I'm sure if it's in America, when you put your hand in the pocket, the policeman may even, before you know it, you're on the floor, because they'll think you're trying to bring out GUN. But here, it's not very common to have GUN walking around. Anyway, so he put his hand in the pocket, so they didn't bother because it's not common. Gun is not common here. What did he bring out? Few stupid pounds to give them as BRIBE. So, as I was saying to people who were already before, that became his second offense. Now, we're not talking about his insurance offense. He's committed the second offense, so he's now being taken to court for 2 offenses. that was one of his first shocks here. You know, he thought that he's in Niger, that when they get you, you've done something as bad as even deleting somebody, you can give money to go get away with it. So that was one of the things I said initially, that you don't even bother, because the person thought he forgot where he was. So I was saying that if anybody wants to come to UK, Europe, US, Canada, wherever, it's always good to find out, what's happening there and what the do's and don'ts, because there's no biko, there's no ejo, there's no I didn't know. Ignorance is, I don't want to know that you're ignorant of the whole thing. They would have said, why are you here then? If you don't know the law, why are you here? They don't have time for that kind of pleading. So people will just have to behave themselves and do what they've got to do. Yes, yeah, Versatile Nurse, yes, thank you for welcoming her again. Gores Corner, people are coming. That's why I said to Hobby, I said, why my live stream sometimes delays is because when you are about to finish, more people will be coming in. Gores Corner, you're welcome. You're welcome to the house. We are rounding up. Please, if you and Versatile Nurse are where you can replay, kindly replay for me later on in the evening. It will help me to help the live stream as well. Yeah, and anytime anybody, if I catch up with anybody's live stream, I also do the same, because just little support. I notice that it does help a lot if you can just replay, even if you don't listen to all my talking and dancing. You can just do it on semi-silent and watch what you have to watch, but it does help. So Gores, you're very welcome. Thank you so much, Versatile Nurse, for coming. But we are rounding up now. We have spent exactly 2.5 hours. Supposed to be for 2 hours. I can watch the today is showing 1 hour 10 minutes. That's the thing. How can, even sometimes, let's not even talk about that. Sometimes I'll do, I like to my sit down videos to be very short, 8 minutes, 10 minutes or less. And then in an 8 minutes video, you're getting ads, 55 minutes, 23 minutes. And obviously, you know that you can't just sit there and watch ads for that length of time. Once you watch about 2 minutes, that's okay. You've done it. You can just skip. What I'm talking about is people who don't know that they have to watch the ad. Some of my people didn't know. They say, oh, I was watching you and something else came on. I have to hold my remote control to take it off so I can continue watching you. I'm like, no, we are damaging my this thing. That's why you have to watch some of them. If that is quite short, you watch it. But if it's 1 hour, I know it's crazy. I see that sometimes, an ad for 1 hour, an ad for 55 minutes, 35 minutes. What for? No, just watch a little bit, maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes maximum, then you can skip. Yeah, some ads are too long. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Estelle. Just watch some of them. If it's too long, I think 3 minutes will just do it. Even if you watch it, I understand that even if it's 50 minutes, assuming you think, oh, I support that when we watch the 50 minutes ads, it doesn't add anything. If I'm wrong, correct me. People who know YouTube better, they say that it doesn't mean anything, even if you stay there and watch the 50 minutes. But if it's 53 minutes, 50 minutes, and you watch 3 minutes out of it, that is fine. If I'm wrong, correct me. But that's what I heard. Longer than India movies. Honestly, some of them are like that. So I'm just like, what? Oh my God. Anyway, we have had fun today, haven't we? We're going to come out again next Sunday. Last week I said I will see you in 2 weeks' time. But today I just said, no, let's do this every Sunday now. And even if it's for 1 hour, but I know it can never be 1 hour because obviously people come. We're going to meet on Ifechi Family Channel on Sunday coming. And I'll find juicy things for us to discuss about family, about relationship, about how we relate with each other, about, people see you and say, oh, you're always smiling. Oh, where is this? What is it? And sometimes it's not even, just like Spicy said before, peace. When you have peace in your life, it's worth more than silver and gold. Have some peace. It's not about money. I've not talked about money. I've talked about peace and happiness. Whatever you have, share it. Whatever you have. If I tell you my story, do you want you want to hear my story? Who will tell me who I'm mimicking now? Tell me who I'm mimicking. Do you want me to tell you my story? Do you want do you really want do you want to hear my story? Just put in the comment section if you want to hear my story. Who am I mimicking? Go on. You never know, you might even win something. Do you want to hear my story? Here. And you'll be here waiting for this story. And this person will continue, keep saying, do you want to hear my story? And they think it's funny, that person. So nobody knows who I'm talking about. Nobody wants to say, or you don't know who I'm talking about. So, somebody that's always keeps saying, do you want to hear my story? You want me to tell my story? No? If I say the person, now people will say, oh, I know who you mean. This person is in the bad book of everyone on earth. Let me see, on earth, not just on YouTube or social media. Do you want to hear my story? Which story? What story have you got to tell us? Every time, do you want to hear my story? Just tell me if you want to hear my story, and then that video will go. Video will go on for about 15 minutes, and all we heard, do you want to hear my story? And that story has never been told till today, unless she told it somewhere and I've missed it. Oh, Sister Winnie, you're welcome to the house. Another person coming as we are rounding up. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. You're very welcome. So nobody knows the person that kept saying in her videos, the person is very, very unpopular, and then she did something that she shouldn't do, and she kept saying, you don't know my story. You are judging me. You don't know my story. Do you want me to tell my story? I'm like, shut up. I don't want you to tell your story. The story is already told. We can see it. We don't need your story. Okay, I'll replay. Okay, my dear, please do. I'm going to put the ads maybe sometime, because I played Anna Abai Official's song in my video today. Sometimes they won't allow me to put the ads until they check it to make sure it's non-copyright, and it's non-copyright, so that's not a problem. But they normally will check it first. So when I stop my this thing, normally it will take about half an hour or so before they can allow me to put the ads. So if you can help to do that, I will appreciate that so much. So you people don't know who the person that always said, do you want me to tell my story? Do you want to tell me to tell you my story? You know now. You all know. But maybe you have not really noticed. Ziberi, I owe you one. I'll chat you up on Instagram. I owe you one. Amazim, that's it. And that story we're still waiting for today, and something horrible has happened in the process. We are still waiting for stupid story. Yes. I watched one of the video. I don't know who. Sometimes they recommend nonsense to you, and sometimes you try to watch that nonsense to see if you can make any sense out of that nonsense. So one of the ones they recommended to me, I was watching it, and that's where I hear this. Do you want me to tell you my story? People are judging me, but they don't know my story. They don't know this true story. Do you want me to tell you my story? And then shut up. We don't want to know. We have seen enough and heard enough. No more stories. No more stories. Oyoyo. Okay, exactly. She made that video about, do you want to tell my story? But no, nothing. I wasted my time because I want to hear that story, to know exactly what actually went wrong. What actually happened? I wasted my time thinking that maybe after 2 minutes I'll hear that story. After the next 3 minutes, I'll hear that story. That story was never told until the end of that video. Because on this note, my lovely people, I've enjoyed all of you here, and I'm sure we have enjoyed ourselves here. We have discussed various things. We sang and danced a little bit, not so much today, but we have prayed. We prayed in the beginning and handed everybody over to God and your family members. And we covered people who are going to join us. So we are all included in that prayer that we prayed before we started. And that this month of May bring you whatever that you wish in your life that is God's will. You know, sometimes we wish things that is not God's will. And if it's not happening, we are getting angry. We are getting angry with God. We are getting angry with ourselves. Hey, sis, you are still here. Hey, this is my sister, meaning my direct immediate senior sister. She's the one. Sis, you are here when I was talking about your basement. You hear there, you didn't comment about that big basement. She's the one. American people and their big American, are you? Because I will come and visit you anytime. Mana. Yes, that's my senior sister there. She lives in America as well. With Oyoyo them, with their mansions and their basements. I didn't skip it. I've watched 5 minutes before I realized, and then refresh. Okay. Okay, that's fine. God rest. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, sis. Thank you, Ziberis. Thank you, Gores. As I say, people who live in diaspora who can replay, please do that for me later on after I've added, and that will help this video a lot. You know, this Ifechi Health and Wellness is still a growing channel. It's not even up to 1 year old. Yeah, it's true. This channel is not up to 1 year old as opposed to the other one. So I'm so glad that people actually came to this live stream on this Ifechi Health and Wellness, because when I do live stream on it, I don't get as much audience as I get in my Ifechi family channel. But I'm so glad that you all did. It's a growing channel. I don't get much views on this as I get in the other one. But rewatching this, even if you have been here, if you watch it after I've added, that will help to help this baby channel. Is Judy? Gores, you're behind. When I was, she's asking, that happens sometimes when you're on live stream. You have to check where you are. You're asking me, you're answering my question about Judy Austin, which was answered since. It happens sometimes. You have to check where you are in the live stream. Sometimes you can be behind and you'll be answering a question that was already answered. Yeah. Yes. Okay, yes, Sister Winnie is saying hello to my sister. Yes, Sister Winnie. Yeah. Okay. Yes, thank you, my lovely people. I just wish I can just go on and on, because when I have all these lovely people here with me today, and I'm not hurrying, because let me even tell you people why I'm laughing more today. Those of you who are not in UK, let me rub it in. Let me rub it in for those who are not in UK. All these Americans, You have big houses, but we have something else. What do we have? Extra bank holiday tomorrow because the king was coronated yesterday, and they've given us extra day tomorrow to put our feet up and do what? Have kappa. And by the way, let me have my cup of tea. That's what they call it here. So I said before, for Nigerians who call tea when they're drinking chocolate and Bonvita, they say that they're drinking tea. Stop it. Stop confusing me. This is tea, cup of tea, green tea. That's what I'm having here, and that's what we have in the UK. We enjoy our cuppa. Let me sip my cuppa. You did so well. Thank you, Yo-Yo. You all made it what it is. Thank you, everyone. We just got home. Oh, you've been watching me on your way. Was Lexi? Was the two? You know your daughters? When they talk, it reminds me of my niece. This is my sister's daughter. My niece reminds me of her so much. When I see your daughters, you know the way they talk, unassuming, especially the youngest one, so babyish. Oh, I just love them. Anytime I come to America, I'll come just because of them, not because of you, Yo-Yo. Not because of you. I'll see you small, but I'll see Lexi, and I keep forgetting the name of the older one. Anyway, you know, your daughters, I'll come to where you are because of those two. That's so sweet. Did Audrey, did you watch Judy? Did she have a video? You know, because of the way what she did, I don't even like anything to do, see anything that she says or see her video. What was the video about, Yo-Yo? Tell me what it's about, so I won't bother wasting my minutes to go and watch. Still here at the background. Oh, spicy. Yeah, that's fine. King. Yes. So because of the king, God rest corner, you're in UK, aren't you? And the Taylor's family and some of the other people who are in UK tomorrow. Yeah, the Taylor's family, you're here. Tomorrow, we've been given an extra day. I hope the weather will be like this. It's so, I wish I can just turn my camera for people to see the back garden. It's so sunny and beautiful out there today. I hope it will be the same tomorrow, that we have been given extra day to continue celebrating our king. I have to get used to this king thing. Yeah, I'm used to the queen now, but we have to get used to the king. Remember to thumb up this. Oh, the Taylor's family. Thank you so much. Thank you for all this reminder, and thank you that you're reminding, because sometimes people genuinely forget, and when there's a reminder like this, they will now go and do it. Yes, including me. I've done it before. I forgot. Yeah, when people remind, I say, oh yes. But generally, I tend to thumb people's videos up even before I start watching, so I don't forget. It's very important. Yeah, no, yo, I'm talking about your children. Yeah, they remind me of my niece. Yeah, they are lovely. They are so sweet. Honestly, she said nothing. Okay, yeah, as usual now. She will say nothing as usual, so I won't even bother myself. Let me use that time to watch Lexi, and then see what you have for us in Yo-Yo Ndoki's kitchen. I'm not wasting my time and watch some of you people here, Taylor's family and the rest of them. Oh, thank God I've not rounded up and you came in. The physically challenged mom. Thank you. You know, I had it in mind, when sometimes when you want to say something, other things will start coming, and then other things will start coming. That's why a mad woman said that they call her mad, because when she wants to say something, something else comes in. Not that she's mad, but that's just, there's so many things to be said. So thank you for coming. The physically challenged mom, this is a new channel. Please, my lovely people, please. I announced her, I shouted her out on my live stream last week. Please, thank you for coming now, because I had it in mind that I'm going to announce this again today, because people who came last week may not be here today, or they may have forgotten to connect with you. Please, if you can, she used to be, not that she used to be, that channel is still there, but it was demonetized. We don't know what's going to happen with that channel. Ebu Naija Mama, that's her other channel. This one is a brand new channel. Please, my lovely people, connect with her. Give her all you have just to build that channel up, this new one, the physically challenged mom. Please, Thank you for the thumb up and thank you for coming. Please, if you can, go to her channel and support her for me. I will need to build that channel up as well. She's in Nigeria, and you know the struggle for somebody. And then that her channel was how many thousand, and then demonetized. I don't know what the situation is with that channel, but with this new one, we can all help. Please, I'm begging to help to support her. Give her whatever you have. You know what I mean? Yeah, just to add to her subs and stuff like that. I will appreciate that, and I'm sure she will appreciate that so much. So thank you for coming. How is Nigeria today? We've talked about Nigeria and the Nigerian time and all the rest of it. Yeah, okay. You the maid just made over 10 minutes video saying that God loves her. Hi! Hello. See what I mean? This God don't suffer. God don't suffer. Judgment awaits. God is the one that will judge everyone. You are blessed. Yes, she is blessed. Thank you so much. Please, yes, I'll connect. Yes, God rest. Please do. Thank you so much for that. Please do. I have connected. Okay, Yoyo's was already connected. Thank you so much, everyone, for supporting her. Just do what you can, and yeah. And Sister Winnie, yeah, I'm talking about the physically challenged mom. Please connect with her to support her. Her other main channel got demonetized, and we don't know what's going on with that at the moment. They took her watch hours down. We helped to bring it up. Then she told me recently that it's gone down again. YouTube is just frustrating people at the moment. That's why we have to be careful. And Oyoyo, thank you so much for that message you sent to me on WhatsApp. Being careful is an understatement on this YouTube street. Even if you're getting only 50 views, 100 views, please take it like that and walk up past and have your sanity. It's not even worth it. What they're doing to people now, it's not even worth it. And let me shock you, some of my videos that are 200 and something or 100 and something has more revenue than some of the ones that got about 500 or so. Yeah, so it really depends. So don't look at the view and try to do anything that is not. Obviously, some of the things we do, some people do, they don't even know that it's not right until YouTube demonetizes them. Thank God that your own was demonetization. One or two people I know, they took down their channel completely. They're not joking at the moment. I don't know why. Maybe YouTube street is saturated. So because of that, they're just looking for anything left, right, and center to make people, to frustrate people. And a lot of people are frustrated already and they're not even carrying on. And I've always said that if people came into YouTube because of money, they have to rethink. Because even when you monetize, that money does not flow like that every single month. You cash out unless you're a bigger YouTuber or you're doing sort of niche and you're uploading. Some people upload 3 times, 5 times a day. How now? I haven't even uploaded 3 times a week, never mind a day. I can't do that. So everybody to their own. If you can keep up with that, all well and good. But personally, I can't, and I don't want to do anything to the detriment of my own health, because sometimes we do these things, we think we are managing, we think we are coping, but we're not actually coping. Estelle is laughing. Estelle is laughing. I mean, how can some of them keep up to it? Doing 3, 4 in a day. I'm like, whoa. And these videos are edited. I'm not talking about live stream that you don't have to edit. Like this one I'm talking about now. Talk is cheap. I talk finish. I'll go and add my ads. If people replay it, money in my pocket, chicken. No editing. No thumbnail is already there. No thumbnail. No hello, welcome back to Ifechi family. How are you all doing today? Nothing like that. But some people do this 4 times a day. How? I don't know. Upload 3 times a day, mommy. I do it. You see, Estelle does it. You know, Aproko people do that. I think it's the Aproko people that does that, because they don't have to sit down and start. You know, the type of videos I upload. Sometimes I have to research. I have to think of what I'm going to say. I have to make sure that I'm saying the right thing. I have to, well, I'm not the one editing, so let me not take the credit of editing, but I have to do all those things. I have to think. But apropos people like Estelle, Niger daughter, go to her Niger daughter. If you want to learn broken English, that's why I go for my broken English, not broken pidgin English. That's why I go for my lecture free lecture. That's why I was even able to sing today. I did dance. They say waiting, they make you dance. Now him I tell them say Jesus is the Lord. I dey laugh. Not be English now. Not be pidgin English. Now pidgin English song I did say that. Thanks to Estelle and people like that. So we all learn. We teach each other. We learn the pidgin English. We learn the normal English. We try. We don't form. Let us not form. Let us let it flow. If we want to speak the normal English, let it flow. Don't form. Forming looks bad. Maybe you won't know, but it doesn't look good or sound good. Thank you, everyone. Oh, and I want to use this opportunity to thank you, Estelle, because the physically challenged mom asked me to thank you specially, and you know why. So, and I have not been able to. I don't want to thank you. I don't have your Estelle. Do I have you on IG? I need to get your WhatsApp as well. Because you never know. I may just travel for you to do my hair, just for that. You never know. Get me on IG and get me your WhatsApp. I want to know you more. So when I can, I may even relocate because of that hair. So when you're doing your daughter's hair, I'll be waiting patiently. And after her own, you do my hair. So connect with me. I want to get your WhatsApp, okay? Yeah. So thank you so much. She asked me to greet you, to thank you so much for what you did for her. And you know what? Thank you. And anybody here who can do anything for the physically challenged mom, please do. And it's only God that will bless you. She's doing her best. Nigeria, hey. And then with this again. Yeah. So thank you everyone who already helped her and those who are going to help her. Every time I do my live stream here, I'll remember I'm going to be doing live stream every Sunday now, 3 p.m. UK time. Hopefully, we're not going to spend 3 hours as we have spent today. I can't believe it's 17:54. My husband is watching football. That's why he hasn't looked at the door to wonder, is that your 2 hours? Anyway, as I say, we have bank holiday. They call it bank holiday here in the UK. We have public holiday. Let me say the one most of you will understand. Public holiday tomorrow. So why will I rush this live stream? Why would I not spend? Let's spend another 6 minutes. So I'll make sure it is 3 hours. So when you're running me, you have to create 3 hours and then think of the ads. So make that time and just put it there and be doing your housework. Yeah, that's how it's going to be. So let's stay another 5 minutes and round it up. It's not good to put things there. Let's round it up. Let's wrap it ahead. That's the word. Let's wrap it up to 3 hours in the next 5 minutes. Musisi, you're still here. Musisi Kizito. There's no Ifechi family or Ifechi health and wellness without Musisi Kizito. That's why I'm desperate and I've got my Nigerian outfit ready to visit Uganda. But before then, he's coming to the UK, and myself and AA are expecting him. We're going to go to Heathrow Airport, welcome him. The people at the airport will be wondering, who are you here for? And we say, a gentleman from Uganda called Musisi Kizito. And then they'll be waiting for him to come out from the plane. And when he's coming out, they'll say, who? I say, yes. Don't underestimate him, what he's done for my YouTube channel. Have you heard about my YouTube channel? They'll say, no. I say, hey, that's why you're underestimating who Musisi Kizito is. Go to YouTube and check Ifechi family and Ifechi health and wellness. Then you know why we're... Hey, you're still here. I'm describing how we are going to welcome Musisi. Thank God you're still here. I thought you've gone. Yeah, AA was one of the first people here. Himself and Musisi, and that's herself and Musisi. Look at me, himself, herself and Musisi, and they're still here. Thank you, everyone. I'm just using these little talks for us to round 3 hours. We're not going to go until 3 hours. We need to wrap. Oyibo said, wrap it up. Make it round figure. We are waiting for round figure. So in the next 3 minutes. It will be round figure and we will go. But for now, Musisi Kizito is in Uganda, but he's already speaking Queen's English in preparation for his visit to the UK. Now he wants Arsenal to win because this team has 63 points. Who wants? People who are, yeah, my husband, he's watching football. I don't know who is playing. Don't even ask me which team I support, because I don't. But I join him. When you ask me which team I support, I say Arsenal. Ask me anybody's name in Arsenal team. I don't know. But I support Arsenal because that's what he supports. Bye, Mami Fetchy. Well done and bye. Okay, Oyoyo's World, thank you so much for stopping by and for being with us all the way from the church, coming back, and now you are back home. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Really good. Thank you. We only have 2 minutes now. I'm just waiting for that round figure. So we can round up. But thank you so much, Oyoyo. I really appreciate your presence here today. My son is a Man U. Oh, yes, in this house. When our sons, I think there are two. 2 is Man U, 2 is Arsenal. And then Dad joined because our youngest son is Arsenal. He's got this soft spot for this youngest one. So he joined because of him. He's supporting Arsenal. Yeah, so we have 2 Man U here and 2 Arsenal. And which one am I? I'm Arsenal. I can't remember asking. Musisi, who is counting? Yeah, that's what he's saying. He said counting. I don't understand what Musisi said there. Where is your link? Which link? Who are you asking about the link? I can't remember. Who are you asking about the link? Sister Winnie is saying hello to you. is a big supporter. She's not a YouTuber, but she's a great supporter. And the family, Telos family, you are still here. Thank you so much. Some of you have been here for a while. I do not take this love for granted. Thank you. Let me start by greeting everyone before we now round up, because we have 1 minute to round it up to 3 hours. Let me see. Is that? Why is this still saying started 2 hours ago? Oh, yeah. It will keep saying that until the dot of that 3, isn't it? So when it says started 3 hours ago, when it changes to 3 hours ago, we'll stop. I want it to be round figure. You know, we love, it's good to things to be rounded up. Thank you, the tellers. Yes, she's been so supportive. Thank you so much. And she also lives in UK. UK, Kwenu, yay! That's how you greet in Igbo land. Igbo Kwenu. So this one is UK Kwenu. Whether AA understands Igbo or not, you have to understand this one by force. I have been counting the number of times of what? Musisi. This Musisi and AA. Sometimes your communication, in fact, I'll just leave 2 of you to be communicated. I don't understand sometimes what you are up to. Some of your discussion I don't follow. But yeah. So I really appreciate you, Estelle family. Okay, the fiscal side. Okay, is that what you mean? The link. Thank you. See Estelle. All this lovely family I have on this YouTube. Sometimes, I just don't know how I feel. Is it my spicy lady? Is it Estelle family? Musisi, your own is a different this and all together. Who is not a YouTuber, but she's always here on my live stream. Unless she's traveled. She's always here. The Telos family. Sister Winnie. I'm just calling people's names from the bottom up for this 1 minute we have left. So I call it Nkechi Cynthia, the physically challenged mom. Oyoyo's World just left. My sister Nen, I don't know whether she's still in the background or she's gone. Gore's Corner, Z-Berries. Wow, I had all these people here today. Even what's her name? V's Kitchen. V's Kitchen was here earlier on. Z-Berry, Taylor's family. Yep, I've always thanked you. Yep. Yeah, I think that's all I can see at the moment. So I thank you all for being part of this live stream. Why is this still saying started 2 hours ago? I thought we have spent 3 hours. It doesn't want to change. Okay, if it doesn't want to change, we'll just have to go because it's 18:02 now. Oh, maybe I didn't come at the dot of 3. Maybe I didn't come at maybe I came at 3 minutes or 5 minutes past. It doesn't matter. We are going to say goodbye to everyone. Those of you in the UK, enjoy your bank holiday. Yeah, you have to get used to this bank holiday. That's what we call it here. Enjoy your bank holiday here. Where is your link? You mean link to his channel? You mean link to his channel? Musisi, I think it's asking about your link. You can drop your link as well, Musisi, so that people who are not connected with you will connect with you, because there's no Ifechi family without Musisi. He's been very supportive from the beginning, from when I did not know what YouTube is all about. Started YouTube 6 months after I started YouTube. I didn't know what playlist was. I didn't know what meeting other people on YouTube were. I didn't know. I just opened the channel and just be talking. 6 months after, somebody was talking to me about playlists. I said, what was that? What do you mean? That's a different story altogether. We love and appreciate you. Oh, Taylor's family, same here, same here. I love you so much. Thank you so much for your support. Oh, Versatile Nurse Francis, you're still here as well. I didn't see your name earlier when I was mentioning people's name. Zberries, Versatile Nurse Francis, and everyone that's Nurse Julia Ezeji was here earlier on as well. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. It has now changed to 3 hours. We have rounded the figures. You all know what you can do for this new channel, especially with this live stream, but not now. Wait until I added. Later on, you can do that for me. That will help a lot. Yeah, I love every one of you. It's now, we've spent 3 hours. Hey, I think this is the longest I've spent on my live stream, apart from when we did a wedding anniversary celebration and when I did my monetization. I don't think I've ever spent 3 hours on a normal Sunday live stream like this. I appreciate you all. We have had fun. Let's make it again next week, Sunday, 3 p.m. UK time, by God's grace, because everything we do is by God's grace. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but God knows. And I'm expecting to see every one of you have a blessed week. Those of you who are in UK, enjoy your extra day tomorrow. That makes the week so short for me, because I work Monday to Thursday. That means I'm only working 3 days this week. I love it. So thank you everyone for being here. Those who are in UK, enjoy your day tomorrow. Those who are not here, who are not in UK, who needs to go to work tomorrow, may God be with you this week, in your workplace, in your homes. Whatever you do, put God first. Try and create peace as much as you can in your lives. Be kind with your words. When you meet people out there, be kind to them. What you say to people matter a lot. You don't know what people are going through. If you say hello to somebody and they don't respond, leave them and go, because you don't know what they're going through. You don't even know whether they heard that hello. You don't even know what is going on in their head. Don't start telling them off for not responding. No. If you have to greet people, greet them. If they don't respond, waka pass. If you can pray for them, pray for them. Sometimes I do it. When I'm going on the street, I pray. I pray for people. I pray for the area, for my surroundings, because the day is evil. So as you go into this fresh week, may God be with us all. May God be with you all and your families. May you continue to rejoice in the Lord. And I'm going to sign out here. Goodbye, everyone. Have a blessed week. I'm using the phone. I have to switch. Okay. Next time. Okay. So I'll see you. I can't wait now for next Sunday to see you all. And it will be on Ifechi Family Channel. I want to be alternating it. 1 week here and 1 week on the other channel. So we'll see if I'm going to advertise it on both channels. Thank you so much, Estelle, for sharing those links. Thank you so much, Estelle, for your support. Get in touch with me on IG. I want to get your WhatsApp number. Okay. Thank you. Oh, thank you, AA. Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. Thank you, yes. Thank you, everyone. And that's love and kisses goes to each and every one of you. Let's switch off now. My spicy. We're going to talk this evening. Okay. Okay, then bye everyone. God bless you. I'm signing off now.